We'll get started with live commentary. The match is already underway, of course, but we'll have the call for you in just a moment. Left division coverage of A+ and Maria subs momentarily. Hop on up here and we'll do our best. Score cam will not be available for a sec.
I got the rosters, Greg, if you need those. When you're ready.
Not just yet, I'm afraid. Stand by, folks. I'm getting better at this, but we'll need some time.
Okay, so John Zappi's on the right. Retiring after this year in his Friday Night Pro League team. Hingham. Blake Doucette, the second bowler. For A+ accounting. 5-time champions. They won it here in thrilling fashion. Now the very last ball, both on spares, was Matt Hunting, a crazy shot for a spare and won it. It's on Candlepin Mode Network on YouTube, one of the best matches you'll ever see. Sean Baker, the middle bowler. Justin Corkum, who won his first title in 2023 with A+.
Yeah, that was here in 2023. That was in 2023 as part of that thriller.
Sean Baker in lane 12. Cross is over, 9. Their team needs to bounce back. They've been struggling the last couple of days. They've had their blips off and on the last couple of years. They're always in the running. But now they're 10 behind right now in that final playoff spot. 1, 2, 4, Wiggling 7 for Corkum. Baker right on, spare. We'll get the scoreboard up in just a moment. As Greg we got this match all of a sudden last second. We're flexing our schedule today and tomorrow after we did all the teams covered in each division, 1 and 2. Bob Lee and Duncan MacDougall have a match, I believe, on Candlepin Corner, joining us with Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. We're on YouTube and Facebook here. This is match 9 of 11 before the playoffs tomorrow afternoon and 3 on Saturday to wrap it up. On 9 for Corkum. After Justin Corkum, Nate LeBlanc, and then followed by Matt Harnett, not technically the captain of the team. Baker in the bonus. Head pin hit. Push the 7 down. Here comes the wood for the 3. There goes the 6. How about the 8 and 10? Look at that wood. That's crazy.
All that on a fill.
3 or 4 on the left side, 1 on the right. 18 through 1 on the first of 3. Our final match of 3 today. Baker trying to send it over the wood. He does. Back-to-back spares to stop Maria's needs. 28 in the ball through 2. Here in the first. Corkum 6, 9, 10, 7, 8 left. He's got 3 pieces of interesting wood to try to spray around. Just that rock and roll, slow motion approach. He got it! Tree toss to 7 last. Great shot, spare for A+. A+ shot for Justin Corkum. Girlfriend Katie Pone here in attendance. His parents own unbelievable lanes in where, Greg?
Muscatawbet Harbor. Coming along nicely here. I'll be right with you.
Greg's favorite name, Muscatawbet? Muscatawbet?
Muscatawbet.
I got it right, Muscatawbet. It took me 3 years, maybe 4. It's getting like Paul Grant, you're spoiled. The School of Pronunciation from Greg Gouillart. Now our 4th bowler is Nate LeBlanc. Well, actually, hold on. There's still bowling up there. That's switching now. Here we go. Sorry. Nate LeBlanc on the left. Brian Fuller Jr. on the right. He's got the 3-9. 1, 2, 4 for LeBlanc. It's not LeBlanc. It's not. It's LeBlanc. Fuller got the 9, not the 3. LeBlanc can't get the 4 to go. Sean, a 9. 27 through 2. Okay, that's Brian Full. I'm sorry. 9. I'll get it right.
9 for the starts, yep.
Yeah, 9 for the start. And LeBlanc, I think I didn't see that ball, Greg.
He's got a 9 as well.
Okay, 9 as well. Okay. Slightly obstructive view here. I need the perch. Brian Fuller, not Sean Baker. I know the names. I know the faces. Say them wrong sometimes. 4, 3, 6, 10, left to right. LeBlanc, chance in the 7-pin for a spare. We're angled 11 and 12. We're flexing our schedule, not our muscles. Fuller, good try. Can't reach the 10 on the right. 4 on the left. LeBlanc for a spare. It's gone. 10 of the ball. Actually, make the 19 the ball through 2. Smile on his face. Baker. I keep saying Baker. Why am I doing that, Paul? See, I say it wrong once. It's in my head.
He has that
a 9.
It's a very similar delivery, in fairness.
Yeah. So a 9 for him. That's what, 18 for him too? 18 through 2, I think?
Yes.
Okay. We'll get that score on the screen in a moment, and I'll be on track. Always off track anyway. Veteran bowler John Winchell out of Exeter Lane Shooter Sports Club, Exeter, New Hampshire. Great place to bowl.
Sorry.
Great owner Rob Ficara Sr. Starts his first to 3, left side. It's a 6-back. Check his ID. Matt Harnett. 7 down, 3 to go. That's the 3-5-8 right to left, zigzagging in a sense. A mini fence, actually. Can he track it down? He does not. John Winchell, a 9 to start his match. Matt Harnett matches. Well, the update on your score pretty soon. Greg's have you had no time really to switch between matches, so Greg's doing his best as usual. Does a fantastic job.
Todd Holbrook's got a point. I probably could have moved sooner, but I wanted to see the end of that. There was 400 chases and everything. No rest for the weary. Hey, we love it. Ooh, what happened?
Second box for a string. John Forsman broken up by the 4-7. The 7 flop from the 4. Harnett check mark right, left to right, 5-3, 6-10. Not a split. Neither is John Winchell's. Although it looks like one, it's not considered a split. It's not on the head pin either, so it doesn't count no matter what. He gets the spare anyway. 19 the ball through 2. The scoreboard on your screen now. Greg will call the middle string. Harnett can't convert. A+ must take 8 to get him a chance to get to the playoffs. More than likely, 6 would certainly help a little bit. 8 is really important for them. After getting trounced by 8 by Birchall siding. A triple strike by Freddie Toffelmeyer down the stretch to win it for them. Matt Harnett, 2 9s, 18 through 2 on Candlepin Bowling Network match 9 of 11.
Yeah, so 3 marks to 3 to start this off in a pretty tight race here. So because of the low fill on one of the spare fills, there's the 3 fill on A+ accounting side, Maria Subs with a slight advantage. That's Jerry Dunn. I recognize that stoic stance anywhere.
Absolutely. Great guy, too. His wife here in attendance, Shelly. His girlfriend, Shelly Wynn. Sorry, not wife, girlfriend. Whoops, no pressure. 3-6 right, 7 left. Not the first time I've done that. Unique style.
That's Scott Douglas over there on the left.
Yeah, the twister, Scott Douglas.
See, sometimes we mess up the Americans too. Go with it.
Yeah, I've got them written down. I forgot to tell you you're busy typing in stuff.
And John Zappi as well. Okay.
Yeah.
That I remember.
Scott trying to get some playing time. He's a good young kid on the rise from Marshfield, Massachusetts, out of Webster Timber Lanes, Lucy's Pizza Bar, Abington, Massachusetts, home of the must-have delicious chocolate chip cookie pizza. It's just $12.99. It's really good, too.
It actually is, unironically.
But, Greg, there's not like the Oreo Cakester. Can't win them all.
All right. Let me put a couple of things here. 9 versus 7.
And Douglas got a 7 that time?
Yep, he did. So 2 points over. I'm going to let Facebook come back now. Sorry to put you in timeout.
You're out of punishment now. You're out of timeout. We're changing on the fly throughout all week long. Fourth box, first string, Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart live on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube or on Facebook as well. Like and follow us. Hit that like button on your screen. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon on YouTube only for live notifications. It's also in high definition. You get notified when we go live for all our separate broadcasts. Dunn can't complete the 4-pin pickup. Scott Douglas, 1-7-9-10. This is tough. Got the 9 out of the way. He's got the 1-7-10. I call it the Augusta Main Special. 1-7-10 Sports Center. Lousy leave. Great name for a bowling center. Mark and Samantha Carrier. Shout out to them. Entrepreneur Jerry Dunn, a 9. 4 nines in a row playing poker, 36 through 4. Good hand. Twister Scott Douglas, a 7. Back-to-back 7s, just 33 through 4. Substitution policy, Greg, for our fans.
Why do you ask? Anyway, 4 pins over to A+ accounting.
I said so.
Substitutions can come before. Substitutions can be made before box 7 and not on a mark.
Wonderful job they do here at Fairlanes. They have a youth program back here on Saturday mornings after COVID. They're bringing it back this year, and it's getting bigger now. Good for them. Tell your friends and family, get the kids involved to grow this game.
Fly the banners.
Future generations. Yes, right. Blake Doucette, a spare 3 8-star, pair of 9s for John Zappa. They switch sides every 2 boxes. Spare. Blake blanks him down.
2 marks and 3. Wants a better fill this time.
John Zappi missed everything on the 4 spin of the post.
For consistency's sake, I've only just turned on head pin tracking. Watch out for the yellow bricks for head pin hits and red bricks for head pin splits.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Because
of all the wonderful things we've done.
7 for Zappy.
We're up
3.
to see the wizard.
Oh, a lot of more pins leaking now. A+ accounting just picked up another 3 on the pinning. Got to watch that third ball, folks. That can make a difference in the matches.
Tied 123 apiece. 3 marks to 2 for A+ accounting. In the top 5 right now. There were 6 coming in. Maria's was 4th. Now Maria's 10 behind. A+ in the standings.
Yeah.
Doucette fires away. 9. 6 pin for another one. 40 through 3. Zappi 1-3-7. Wobbly 10 trying to split the uprights for the spare.
Welcome back, Facebook. Sorry to jail you there. Still about 200 of you watching despite my brutal eviction.
Beyond our control. Another one, back to back. 3 out of 4. Blake Doucette, 15 a ball through 4.
Woody Wood player. Blake Doucette, the last singles champion we had here in 2023. Troy Fournier this year out of New Hampshire.
At Butwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. Great owner Andy Dallas. Dallas with an E.
USA for once. And another 2 pins to A+ accounting. Yikes, we need a 10 box here because A+ accounting now is 11 pins plus an extra bonus.
John just 33 through 4. It's a great story, a great career, but struggling right now. And A+ up to 11 pin lead plus 3 marks to 2 on their side, all spares.
Take your time.
Justin Corkum, Sean Baker, both on spares now. People joke Justin Corkum, he's a pitch clock. Hey, Joanna Rosano worked pretty good. She made the Hall of Fame in 30 titles, Pro Series titles. How many can say that? Here's a strike on spare. 29 through 2, 39 plus 2 through 3. Good timing, right? And it bombs away, baby. Match game PM strike for Sean Baker. You can do it. I can do it. 38 through 2. Make it 28 through 2, right? Or 38, right?
Yeah, the strikes will light up on the strings in a moment
right,
there.
So 38
Scoreboard's
through 2,
correct.
48 plus 2 through 3. Important match for both teams. Justin subs mainly.
Justin's like, I'd like that ball back, please. A number of bowlers are superstitious like that.
The ball they last through, right? They wait for the ball to come back. It's a mental game for sure. The biggest stage in the world right here in ICC 2025 Championships on Candlepin Bowling Network. Both on strikes after both had spares.
Seen a lot of teams that could be our next champion. Will it be Academy again?
Justin on cork save. Go for a double strike. 8. 5 middle, 8 left.
Ooh, Wood could have moved the other way, but it didn't.
Sean Baker, future Hall of Famer 2027 class, nominated by his wife Kim Baker, who makes the Candlepin for Cancer shirts, towels, and so much more. Thank you very much, Kim Baker. 8 for him.
Sean Baker used to be a member of Lucky Strike.
He's got the 3 and the 6.
Including making a finals in 2022 with them, the year they lost to Academy Lanes. Lucky Strike has won a title, though.
Corkum! Oh, the 8 won't fall. Got moved a little bit. 9 in the strike, 48 through 3. Baker missed everything. The ball rolls away. 8 in his strike, 46 through 3.
Good to see you, Eric and Brent.
Welcome in 9. Strong start, 57 through 4 in the first of 3. The final match today. 3 more tomorrow, 3 more on Saturday. Playoff start tomorrow, the 3rd match tomorrow, and all 3 playoff matches right here on Saturday at Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. They're on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube.
Reminder, the format is 2 points per string, 2 for total. Any ties split the points, and it's these match points that determine the standings. There are 2 divisions of 12 teams on the left side, which we are now focused on, and the right side. Top 5 teams in each division after the round robin advance to the playoffs. Top seed gets a 2-round bye from the knockout to come.
Baker at 9, 65 through 4. It's 180, 160 at a dozen pin lead for A+ accounting. 2 spares to 1 on this side also. On the right side, just 4 for Nate LeBlanc on a spare, 23 through 2. Brian Fuller Jr. in the 4th spot. 5 up, 5 down. Missed number 1. Fuller Jr. Good try. Tricky dribbles past the 9 and 7.
The sidewall's the right idea there, just a little too thin, and glanced it not into the back row.
Corkum at 10. Correction, LeBlanc at 10. 33 through 3. No, it's not Corkum. It's Nate LeBlanc. Off my mind for a second like usual. 33 through 3. 3's a wild.
A delay now.
A lane delay, not a rain delay. Put the tarp on.
What for? A ball return issue?
Yeah.
Nope.
Moisture in the air.
Huh. That's fair if it goes, by the way.
Still rolling around. Still going. Gone. 8. 26 through 3. He's yankable for Academy 1, Friday Night Pro League. We'll see him when we resume our Friday Night Pro League. Nothing this Friday due to the World Tournament. Returns November 14th, 2025, Academy 1 with Brian Fuller Jr. hosting Academy 2, 7:30 live on YouTube. Hopefully with Greg and myself, with me anyway. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Every Friday night, 35 weeks plus the playoffs.
I'll be here all week. I'm not driving myself here.
I'm talking about Friday the 5th, Friday the 14th. I'm forward thinking.
Oh, I see. Your brain's in the future.
My mouth's in the future, my brain's in the past. 1-9-10 for Fuller. Interesting Wood behind. That could help clear that back row, hopefully.
I'm sort of obnoxiously in the present, so I guess it balances out.
Oh, the 7 won't go.
Can't believe that. I guess it was just too thin on the head pin, I guess.
Fuller nudges the 10 down, spare.
Ooh, they
36.
need that.
Yes, they did. 36 in the ball through 4. A 10 for Nate LeBlanc, 43 through 4. Now Marias has 2 marks to 1, down 18. Matt Harnett, John Winchell. Winchell's on a spare, 19 of the ball. Harnett goes first, 1-3-6. The sleeper, the 8 and back left on lane 12, back to lane 11. John Winchell out of X-Lane Shooter Sports by New Hampshire. Great owner, Rob Picard, saying, like I said, done wonders for the community and for the pro bowlers and the sport. Winchell drops the head pin behind, not a head pin. It is a split with the CFL and NFL goalpost, you could say. Although the CFL goalpost is much wider, I believe. Haven't seen the CFL give it a long time. I did see Doug, Harnett gets the spare. I did see Doug Flutie in the USL in 1984, so their first game against New Jersey Generals, where they won in the comeback. Winchell, 8 in the spare, 27 through 2, and another ball to go, try to get a 10. Which he does, so it's 37 through 3. A+ has the lead, and they have one extra mark.
What was the last box? Excuse me, I was updating the title.
It was a 10.
I'll check. Sorry, folks. Have to have my attention drawn every now and again.
Been there, done that. Harnett 2 9s, now a spare. Right side, coming back for the 4. The 2 flops down, 1 of the 7. 8 in the fill, doubles from 18 to 2 to 36 through 3. In the first to 3, a 6-pack for Winchell.
Those binoculars are clutch. Thank you, Bob Lee. Our executive producer here.
A+ has lead by 18. 1 spare piece right now. Harnett spare, back to back. 2 9s, 2 spares. Noah's Ark, 2 of a kind. 46 in the ball through 4. Winchell trying to pick up the 6-pack. He does. 5 of the 8 go last. 47 of the ball through 4. Back to the top of the order. Update from the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
Aye, that's me. 18 pins up for A+ accounting. In that last pair of boxes, they got 5 marks to the 3 of Maria's sub. So 2 extra marks for A+ accounting. Yeah, there is some weather in the air, Eric and Mike, I guess. I had a little bit of spit and rain as I was trying to hustle back from Greco after eating my first ever donair. That's a pretty good recommendation, Chad. Well done. I am very happy you said that.
The twister, Scott Douglas, trying to bounce back. 8.
And apparently Greco donairs a mid. Not my experience.
5 in the 10 to that wood lands up. There's Jerry Dunn. Only 5. 5th box, first string. Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada at Fairlanes. Fairlanes Bowling on Facebook for all the stat information. Fairlanes Bowling. Should get the printout soon from our last match, updated standings.
Or worst case scenario, it'll update on Fairlanes Bowling and I can pull it up here.
Sure. I like the printouts. Easy to flip through though.
I like the tactile. Maybe that's why I like bowling.
Scott can't reach the 5.
Listen, I'm an esports fan too, but there's nothing quite like the energy of Worlds. Both things are true.
John can't get to number 1. Douglas, a 9, just a 42 half.
Is it just me, or is there not as much of a spring in the step? We know Douglas is one of the more springy deliveries in the game.
Done 5 9s. Give a poker hand plus. That's pretty good. Is that real flush? No, 5 9s?
That's 5 of a kind.
I don't know. I don't play poker much. 45 half. Scott, very rhythm bowler, very emotional bowler. He's gotten better. His temperament.
Unless you're playing jokers or playing Balatro, 5 of a kind is not really a thing otherwise.
Yeah. Just got to work him, hanging in there when, obviously you want to bowl every match you can, but you can't bowl every match with a roster like this.
A long discussion here as Scott Douglas was looking back. I wonder what was going on. It's not an issue with the telescore. Is he possibly considering a substitute? Oh, wait a second. That's it. Is that? Oh, why do I want to say Cody Bork? I could be completely mistaken, though.
Yes, it is Cody Bork.
Yeah, Coder's in. All right, there we go.
Cody Bork's in now for Jerry Dunn off the bench.
Cody Bork, a former singles champion. Blake Doucette, singles champion. Scott Douglas can't get the time of day from the pins. He's got the 3 and 2 split. Bork tipping the 5 pin, 2, 4, 7, 8.
Greg likes those French names anyway. Au revoir. Croissant. Croissant.
Bien sûr. J'ai un accent français. Ce n'est pas un accent québécois.
And Douglas laboring here. Bork missed the object pin to 2. A+ has the lead. Marias needs points. They could be in big trouble if they lose this match.
I mean, I could try and call a match of les petites quilles, but I seldom see them.
8, nice out, just 50 through 6. Will he stay in?
Petite Key is kind of duck pin in the Quebecois region. It's rubber band duck pin.
Cody Bork gets the 10 off the bench in relief for Jerry Dunn, who had all 9s. I thought it was pretty good pitting, but it took him out. So 55 through 6. A+ has the lead, 251, 231. The lead is 20, 2 spares for each side.
Yeah, 9 a box is pretty good pinning, of course. I mean, obviously they want some marks, and maybe A+ Accounting trying to get aggressive here. But they do have a 20-pin advantage, but trying to make the adjustment now. Zappies into the 2-pin and takes out just 4. The DC special, Dave Chestercove, Vice President of the Candlepin Bowlers Association.
Like to set in a spare, 6, 2, 4, 7, 9. Wood behind, maybe to get that sleeper the 9. Spare 9, spare 6, 50, 6 through 4.
Who else? Dave Barber's the president. Dave Chestercove, Corey Alisi, Justin Waters is on the committee. That's right. There's others.
Sean Sears, is he on there too?
No, that doesn't sound right.
Okay, I forget one.
He organizes a lot of tournaments, but not this, I don't think.
John trying to get 2 here. Gets 1 for an 8. Just 41 at the half. Well, mark. Blake Gaines with a 10. After the spare 6, 66 through 5.
Zappi's had better days, but he's an Easter Classic champion as part of that annual 20-string competition at Leda Lanes formerly in Nashua, New Hampshire.
A+ improves the lead to 28 in the string, down 1 mark, 2 spares to 1 in favor of Maria Subs.
Head pin hit. Wood gets arrested. 2, 4, 7, and 10.
Sorry, quite good.
No, you're fine.
Doucette back in the pocket. The 6 goes down. Huge break. 2 in the 4 opportunity.
Je pense que Doucette parle français, mais je ne suis pas sûr. Quelqu'un d'autre? 2, 4, 7, 10 spare.
We needed that one.
Zappi gets that mark.
Okay,
what are you doing, Paul?
I'm going to try to get the standings real quick if you can, the updated standings. Do you want to hold on just a minute?
I can take the call if you
Sure,
want.
thanks.
Doucette against the 2-pinner. No, 2-4 remains. So a mark now for Maria Subs. They trail now, but only by 2 marks. Blake Doucette in 2023 over Calvin Locke. Calvin Locke threw a double strike in his face, didn't follow it up on the fill. And Doucette powered through. Thank you to Anthony Caron, by the way, and Kevin Burns for combining to get these figures to me. Really appreciate it. That was a score of 120 to 109. Baker tipping it down. He's guaranteed a 70-something half. Gorkum. Down goes the 9. Forwards, interestingly. Qu'est-ce que j'ai dit? What'd I say, Eric? 7, 8, yes, of course he did. Sean Baker, a 4-mark half. Gorkum against the 4 horsemen. Still against the 4 horsemen. 2-4. Then again, there's other things. He is not the sole reason pace of play has slowed. If you think about it, there's a lot of ways in which the old school of bowling pacing has drifted away. Once upon a time, for example, old bowlers would actually just hit the button immediately upon a mark. In that case, when a bowler marks, they would just hit the button, and if they threw 2 strikes, they could be done with their box by the time the other side is still on their first one if they haven't hit a mark. Maybe that was considered way too offensive or maybe too intimidating to newcomers, but in an international competition like this where everyone understands the competitive nature of it, always, sportsmanship and camaraderie above all, and when the bowlers get off the lanes, they're always the best of friends, essentially, with few exceptions. But in the heat of competition, it's just about the bowling, and nothing should compel a bowler to pay attention to the other's pins. Never cut anyone off. When you press the button, reach down for your ball. never reach into the other side. But if there's a way you can bend down to reach for your ball or the reset button, that should be allowed. And some would say also, as the split gets away, well, I don't want the pin sweep to come down on my side, but I did take a poll of a lot of bowlers, and a lot said, no, it wouldn't disrupt me. And I think it's nice when they go largely ball for ball, but for example, if one side huddles on a mark, the other should go ahead and at least get themselves out of the way. Tough luck for Corkum on this one, as he couldn't get anything to go into triangle number 4. So there's this. But yes, I think the biggest amount of lunacy is that in an individual tournament, the lanes are not paired. Sure, when we stream, we cover them as a pair, and occasionally, frankly, when the kids go their pace and show us how it's done, they will occasionally. Did they just pick up the same ball? Maybe he was having an issue with the ball return. They'll occasionally get us lost, but an individual tournament should definitely run at your own speed. Again, go at your own speed, right of way applies. So I get how difficult it is to watch Corkum bowl, but on the other hand, if bowlers are serious about improving pace of play, I don't know if it'll get back to the 2-hour pace of the rule book. That to me seems too stressed and unenjoyable. But 2.5 hours I think is more tenable if we unlearn the past ball for ball norm, which I think usually prevails, but should be willing to be deviated from, in addition to other things I've mentioned, like going alternately on the same machine. There's just some food for thought, as I know the issue is on far from just my mind and represents a shift in thinking over the years of Candlepin bowling. LeBlanc is triangle number 6 here as we move on to other issues in this 12-pin minus a ball match. Fuller Jr., the 5-pin, tickles forward, doesn't take, and you'd think LeBlanc, the singles champion, would have this, but the ball doesn't take the 9, and the triangle, apparently according to the pins, was off the angle. 8 box for Fuller. Nate takes 1 extra. And that's the other thing, Eric. You want to make it clear when you're, quote, ready and when you're not. Because sometimes you see the bowler standing there and suddenly they motion you to go ahead. Well, wait a minute, you look really focused in there. What were you doing? That's the other thing, and maybe just a bit of a thing. It's a little, 10-pinners say, why don't you just step off the approach? That's a little much in a game that's supposed to be fast-paced as well, but it's tricky. Nate LeBlanc has at least 1 singles title. K Plus Accounting is full of them. 2011, that was the one that John Kafalis, Irby Kafalis, streamed on Irby number 4, the YouTube channel. That was over Matt Cormier in 2011. A 158-149 victory. That included a Nate LeBlanc double strike, him having the fight against spread eagles. Cormier had a few missed singles. Is it Cormier? I'm not entirely certain. And that delivered him the championship. That was in the Nova Scotia former location of Fairlanes Bowling Center. This one here in Moncton, New Brunswick, the only remaining one. 10 box for LeBlanc. If we want to expand Candlepin centers, of course, who's going to build the machines or some other pin setting solution? You can't do pins. You can't do strings for the pins. They tangle hopelessly.
Greg, we'll have a standings update from Dakota Wood pretty soon, so stay tuned for the update for all the standings, playoff scenarios. This is third to last match, the qualifying rounds. Match 9 of 11, 2 more tomorrow. After 9 o'clock local time, Atlantic time, 8 o'clock Eastern, 9:30 in Newfoundland. And shortly after 12 o'clock, 12:15, 12:30ish. Our second match in around probably 3:30, probably 4 o'clock or so. Realistically, 4 o'clock, 4:30 latest for the first round of the playoffs. Hopefully 4 o'clock, get out earlier.
Calculating the bracket will be a tricky thing. I mean, there's probably a way to work it out, but game out who's actually qualified, but there you go. Title should now say match 9, by the way. It took me a while to update that, but I'll update it later to say matches 7 through 9. Had pin 6 pin spills out, 4 pin, 2, all going on the fill, and Harnett has 8. 54. He's got back-to-back marks. Winchell, down the middle, and now he needs the pin. Possible other pinning loss here for Maria Subs as they are within single digits. 3, 7, off the wall. Wow, Harnett didn't get the ball bounce, I don't think. Where'd the ball go? Did it just plow straight through that backwood? I'll have another look at it with you folks. 8 fill and 10, so another 2-pin gain for A-plus accounting. I'll have to check the pinning trend, but first I want to see where this ball went. I think you'll find the ball just went straight back. Yeah, straightened out a little bit, but not remotely close to anywhere near the left side. 60 halves for both. No, Winchell. Oh, wait. No, I haven't been tracking the whole way through. That's not fair to say. First and second boxes, I left it out for consistency's sake since we started late.
You can finish this box up, Greg, if you'd like. I'll get back after you have to take over if you'd like.
Gladly. Winchell has a 5 and 9, and Harnett has the 4 horsemen.
Greg will call the entire second string as well. And I'll go around checking all the scores and update. So keep you live in the know. The Saints do not post after each string on Facebook, only after the match is over about 20 to 30 minutes, give or take, on Facebook at Fairlanes Bowling. Fairlanes Bowling, 2 words, Fairlanes, 1 word, bowling the second word. Fairlanes Bowling on Facebook.
Push down. That was part way down, and then the wood came around. It was like a supportive wingman there, just keeping the 4-pin up to Harnett's chagrin. Will he let his hair down again? Will it be another A-plus accounting, which will be back-to-back Canadian-hosted World's titles?
Next year, 2026, the World Tournament comes to Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Massachusetts, November 2nd, November 8th.
This is a 9 for Winchell. Scott Hodgson is saying the last one was 9 as well. Harnett is 10. I'll double-check that right now as we take a look here. A-plus accounting 0 marks to 2 for Maria Subs. And focus, focus, focus. Yes, 53, 62, and 71.
And correction, November 2nd, November 7th.
Oh, get over 9-pin strike. Scott Douglas with a strike.
And that is Scott Douglas bowling. We knew it's a matter of time. 60 plus 2 through 7. Boy, he needed that one for confidence sake and team's sake. Their team has a 2-0 lead, down 17. Yeah, November 2nd, November 7th, I believe will be it won't be the 9th or the 13th, I don't think. Usually it's earlier. Daylight savings time that Sunday also. So we'll get an hour, we'll lose an hour on the way up.
Goder takes a 9. I've corrected the score now. What was the last one? I thought I saved the replay. Oh, well. Cody 1, 3, and 6.
All right, Scott Douglas on lane 11 on a strike. A double is huge for him. It's too far left. It's 4.
Yep.
9 wiggles behind the 3. 1, 3, 6 in front, left corner, 4 in the 7. It's amazing. A lot of people don't know pin numbers. Even some of the pro bowlers don't know the pin numbers. Spare. Corkum doing well. Bork. Cody Bork for Jerry Dunn. Cody Bork, 74 on the ball through 8, pinning really well. 9s for Jerry. He's come off the bench. 10-9 spare.
And a 4 fill on the strike, unfortunately. So,
oh 7 in the box. So 64 through 7, 71 through 8. He's in the whole way.
That's difficult body language to watch, if I'm honest here. It's so difficult when you want to do so well, and the week is so long, even though we love this game so much. And now it's 15 pins for A-plus accounting, and that's really distracting. Let me see here. Pin loss is 17 to 33 for A-plus accounting. Their lead. Oh my goodness, Paul, watch your hands, please. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
17 to 33. So A-plus accounting is ahead because of the pinning. Good day, Greg. Good to see you again. That was a shocking Australian accent. Zappi gets an 8. The less I attempt that, the better.
Well, you heard Greg Packer's accent?
No. I'll let that Greg have the say on that.
All right, here we go. Blake Doucette, 75 through 6. He's up to 4.
By the way, Zappy's left the 1-5. How?
He just left. 8 in the spare, though, 59 through 6. A plus has the lead right now, plus a mark. Doucette a 10. Second 10 the last 3. 85 through 7, the first of 3. John Zappy a 9. 68 through 7, 2 under par.
I get the crying laughing emoji. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, man, I fumbled the change so bad at the liquor store next door when we were trying some of the local craft beers. Good stuff, too. And they sussed me right away when I was just jangling coins about and realizing I didn't have any banknotes and had to take out my Bank of America card. Oh, what a disaster. Ah, you're from America, eh? Yep.
370 to 362, A plus up by 8 plus a spare for the lead up bowler.
So,
Cody Book.
white man tries to appropriate, it gets in trouble, but alas, on we go. 8 pins plus an extra bonus for A plus accounting. Same number of marks on each side. It's the pinning that's tilting the string at the moment.
He said 5, rolls to the 6, it taps it, doesn't go. Left-handed John Zappy on the right side. Got the pocket in the crossover. 2, 4, and the 5.
By getting it out there, now his pocket remains available for the 2, 4, 5.
We're angled here, so it's interesting. When you look at the pin straight on, it looks like the 5 pin's closer. From our angle here, you can see how far apart the pins are. Walk spare with the wood. Rather Doucette, 95 of it. Blake Doucette, 95 and a ball through 8. Zappy's turn, no.
Now he leaves it short, of course, and it doesn't go. By the way, I forgot to mention Cody Bork's singles championship was in 2014 over Matt Harnett, 125 to 97.
Zappy a 9, 77 through 8 on Candlepin Bowling Network. We cover all the classes, all the time, all the places. 2,300 videos and climbing, close to 2,400 soon. And growing and growing and growing and not gone.
Another FAQ, sorry. Another FAQ. Were you guys on Facebook or YouTube? Probably YouTube, sometimes Facebook. In this case, we're on both.
More than 5,200 subscribers, never a charge. Candlepin Bowling Network in high definition only on YouTube. Now here's Justin Corkum, 75 through 6 at a spare strike spare 9, rather a spare strike 9 combo, and all 9s. 4 9 boxes. 9's a wild. Sean Baker, 91 through 6. Corkum leads up the 9.
That was rude pin action. It teased him twice that he was going to get a strike.
Baker, he gets 8. 5 middle, 8 left.
By the way, I missed a piece of singles knowledge here. Rich Clark over Mike Poulin, of course. We saw Steve Poulin earlier. Rich Clark over Mike Poulin was the result in 1999.
Mike Poulin eligible at 2027 Hall of Fame class, being nominated by Gary Duffett.
That was a year after Rich Clark was defeated in the final by Tony White.
Hope Rich Clark gets healthy, gets back in the game. Very good bowler.
I'll never forget him bowling alongside Cindy Harridan, a part of that Exeter Ladies International Championship team.
Corkum uncorks it, but denied by the roadblock.
Yep, I think it's time to reset and get a new batch of pins once he puts that one out of its misery.
Baker, that goes in slow motion. 101 on the ball through 7. 3 spares, 1 strike in the string.
Ho hum, Sean Baker going for the 130s, maybe 140s. 5 marks and 7. Here's the robbery caught on camera. Ball deflects and the wood twirls to the right.
Corkum 10, 85 through 8, his first 10 of the string. X marks the spot.
Troy
plus up 9. Sorry, Greg.
Troy Fournier, your new singles champion, over Mike Brown. What a final.
A plus up 9. 2 spares to 1 on this side also. The only mark from Sean Baker right now. Sean from Haverhill, Massachusetts. 2-4-5 triangle for Corkum. Right-handed Sean Baker. Nice ball. Rolling for the 7. Yes, strike! Strike on spare. Wow! 111 through 7, 128 plus 2 in the 8th.
It's giving shades of when Sean Baker was carrying a beleaguered Lucky Strike team all the way through that finals against Academy in 2022. That included a double strike, in fact, as well. Unfortunately, just not enough in the tank there, and he ended up, and Academy Lanes pretty much cruised to victory. And that was before they added Daly and Collins.
Sean Baker's been on Candlepin for Kansas series a few times, always in the running every time.
It was before they added Aaron Fontaine just now. The rich get richer, Paul Grant said it himself.
How about Academy Lanes with Aaron Fontaine in their roster? Corkum, an 8. Maybe more. Make it a 9. Make it a 10. Back door. Throw the flag. Illegal block in the back. Back-to-back 10s, 95 through 8.
You know, you can be forgiven, but
Is that a spare?
That's a spare.
Oh, I missed that. That's right, because pick up the strike. That's a spare. Excuse me. Sorry, Justin. Love you, man. 95 of the ball through 8. 401 to 400. 1 pin lead for Maria Suggs, but they got 3 hits to 1 in their side. Nate LeBlanc, soft hit 3. Here's Brian Fuller Jr. on the 3-9.
And again, there's only one recommendation, which is a 5-on-5 match should take 2 hours to complete. 2 hours seems a lot, but maybe if you change it to 2.5 hours and then strictly enforce that.
Well, the Friday Night Pro League takes about 3 hours, close to 3 hours, and the Friday Night Pro League itself, 5-on-5, 2 at a time. Imagine they did 5 boxes at a time. That might speed up a little bit, tiny bit. Pick up there for LeBlanc, 10, back-to-back 10, 72 through 7, back-to-back 10s the second time in 5 boxes. The other 2 appearances, 2 9s, and then a spare 4.
The pitch clock did save Major League Baseball, and the only comparable thing I can think of is in European 9-pin bowling. There's a literal timer on the pin setting unit, which actually keeps track of the score for you as well. It's just an all-in-one string pin setter unit that just tracks your score, your ball speed, how many balls you have left, which game mode you're on, and the first 15 balls you shoot at a fresh rack, and the last 15 you have to clean your plate before you get a new one.
We could call it the Corkum clock. A 1-5 center whistle, that's just wrong.
Well, you would not be the only one who would be willing to do that. I think there's multiple all I'm saying is he's not the only reason.
I know.
But it's a fair point.
And that's a youch. 6 pin there. It's brutal. Yikes and ouch. Put in the dictionary, Webster. Yikes and ouch combined. Y-O-U-C-H. 500 new words in the dictionary this year. Webster, you didn't put that one in there? I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah, but this pinning gap is getting worrisome. It's now 16 in favor of A-plus accounting, and now
he's fortunate to get 7, maybe 8. It will be 7.
Now it's 19. 19 pins, literally, for A-plus accounting. So they lead by 2 open marks, despite the fact that the marks are actually tied here as well. And by the looks of things, Maria's is filling their marks better.
4-18, 4-18, even Steven, but 3 spares to 1 strike for A-plus accounting.
That's Matt Rich getting out of the way there. He had a great singles qualifier.
He's done very well here in the teams also. Here's Matt Harnett, the ankle bowler. Head pin hit, 2-2 split, 2-4, 6-10 right. John Winchell, time in right. A-plus, 10 ahead of Maria's in the standings. Harnett slides it over. It goes! Wow! Pumps his fist. Nico highlight reel. 2-4-6-10. Winchell, fist pump. Gun cuts the diamond. Spare the match. 81 on the ball through 7. 84 on the ball from Matt Harnett.
That just keeps on going and going, and he is stoked about that.
2 difficult shots. Diamonds only go about 27% without wood for Class A bowlers. And it's by Candlepin Bowling Network.
And it's a microcosm of how bowlers can be so chill off the lanes and so intense on them.
Harnett on the head pin, takes the 5. There goes the 8 behind the 2. 2 wiggling 4-7 on the spare. 91 through 7.
Probably the same for most hockey players.
3-6 wobbling 10-4 left for Winchell. 6 fill 87 through 7. Advantage Harnett.
I don't want to meet PK Subban and Brad Marchand literally at any other time other than facing them in a hockey game.
I think Kelsey Layton's a big Bruins fan. Maybe Kelsey Layton, a Big 20, can help you out with that. Missed the object pin that time. Harnett on the 2. Not happy with that.
Brett Marchand used to be a Boston Bruin.
Winchell Oreo cookie, Oreo cakes for Shuck at the middle. Cream left the wafers on the outside.
We're down there bowling the kids. 360 for Brady and a couple 305s for the other two. No bumper guards? No bumper guards.
Brady Yeadon just got a 360 bowling.
10 and a 9.
360, you said?
Yeah, he's the top guy.
It says 305 here. Oh, okay. I see what you got. Yeah, 360 for Brady. Good job. Greg will check the scores.
Sorry to distract you.
Brady Yeadon a 360. Better than Paul. All right, Greg's going to check the update in the scores here. Scott Douglas, the twister, trying to fight back, and that won't help. The 1-5. That is just nuts. We've seen 2 of these already, and the wood sticks around somehow behind. Brutal. Cody Bork on a spare. In relief, off the bench. He will get them all. Strike on spare. 84 through 8, 94 plus 2 in the 9th. And Scott Douglas in trouble again. Trying to get 3 here. Move on. It's a 6, just 77 through 9. Now it's going A+ accounting's way in the right direction even more.
6 box that was?
Yes. 465, 449, A+ accounting. 16-pin lead, a strike and 2 spares to 1 strike from Rhea Subs. And Cody Bork off the bench for Jerry Dunn has done his job. Douglas, the twister. 3 right, 5 left. Wood sticking in front to the left. And a spare 4 in the 7th. Bork 8, 4 wiggles left, 8 right on a strike. Scott trying to get a big 20 to salvage a 97 string. He has it. 87 the ball in the 9th. Sigh of relief. Bork the left-hander in lane 11 here at Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. The 2025 World Champions. Chip Series. Spare on strike. Spare, strike, spare. 104 through 9. 114 the ball in the 10th for A+. Lead increases.
Has to be filled, but yes, indeed. Seems that way.
Scott Douglas off to the right of lemon drop. 1, ouch, 88.
He is just mentally set up for failure, I'm afraid. It's so tough to see because he's such a formidable bowler.
He's beaten his brother Tim Douglas twice in the Candlepin Cancer Series, once in a live show now.
And look, the fill is 10 and Cody Bork silently walks off. 9-pin gain for A+ accounting.
Wow, what a finish. He had 64 through 7, 60 in the last 3. That's incredible. The lead goes to 35 just like that, and an extra mark for them as well. Scott Douglas would really be a big contributor. Could be the future of this team with Tim Douglas maybe down the road. He has the talent. He's gotten better. He's at a 118 average or so. When I first met him 3 years ago, he had a 106 average. 4 years ago, he had a 106 average. Obviously flushed with that performance. It happens, though. John Zappi, check mark left. His team is down 37 right now. A spare here for Blake Doucette. The fill is 7. 1 wiggling, 3,
6.
7. All right, is there 5 behind the 1 there?
8-pin. 1 on the 8-pin from our angle.
Okay, all right, that's right. It's hard to see in this angle. So make it 6.
Yes, head pin spare.
Zappi needs it from Maria. Gets it, 87 the ball through 9. So Doucette 101 through 8. He stole the wood with the head pin. Head pin took from the wood behind, 7-8. We desperately need points.
There's the 10.
1-1-1 through 9. Maria Subs has 2 marks to 1 now, but they're down 43. They got to finish strong somehow. Might need a double along the way to pull this off.
Maria Subs maybe off a Winchell's score, but it looks correct. I'll check.
John Zapp in the extra session. Right side 5, 92 through 9. His only mark before that was a spare 8 in the 5th. Blake Doucette for A+, 5-time defending champion. Well, not defending, 5-time champions, I should say. Won it last year in 2023. Academy Lanes defending champion. They've won it 3 times. And what a future they've got in their team. They're stacked. Doucette, blast 9. Same spot takes the king, the 5.
Yeah, I think it was backwards.
Savvy trying to pull it apart. Got the 10 out of the way.
I understand that, Eric. I understand the drag racing metaphor perfectly. So yeah, I know they have to really creep up on the pre-stage and stage lights, but
Blake spare. 121 on the ball in the 10th. The hits keep on coming for A+. They were struggling yesterday and earlier today, and that 8-point win last time out gave them a lot more confidence.
it's interesting that there's a little metagame of first to get there. It gives their opponent a time penalty, kind of like the chase, the game show.
Zappia 10, 102, opening string.
Once one goes, the other has 5 seconds.
40-pin lead for A+, 2 spares to 1 strike in their favor.
Now, there would be some ball-for-ball intensity. If you fall more than 2 balls behind or something like that, and if you fall more than 2 matches behind in the ACST, then Danny Finn starts yelling at you. What a fun mechanic.
Blake rolls 6.
By that, I mean the Atlantic Candlepin single store.
Good start, 127 opening string for A+ Accounting's Blake Doucette. And they open up a 46-pin lead with 6 blocks to go.
I think everything else is correct here. I may be off a pin on Maria's subs, but we see the direction this string is going.
Did we get the standings? Did Dakota hand us the standings a minute ago? I thought she was coming over here. I guess not.
It may be on Fairlanes bowling. I'll check it a second here.
I can't open my phone up. It's not opening up. I'm on like 1G, I think, right now.
Oh, no. Head pin. Whoa, this would be one way to get a double strike, but Baker sees the wood settle in front. I'll check. Doucette. No, Corkum, excuse me. Corkum. Oh, 9 pins dropped. No strike.
Baker 5 and 8. Englewood in front. Wood behind. 2 pieces. He got it. Spare. On strike. 131 through 8. 141 on the ball in the 9th. How big of a deficit would it be without him in this first? Corkum, spare 9, 104 through 8. Look for 2 in a row for the second time here in the first. It's gone. 114 on the ball in the 9th.
Yes, standings after round 8 are in fact. Doucette filled 8. Okay.
Baker 8 on the spare, 149 through 9.
I'll verify that for myself, but I trust Deshauna. Corkum.
Still rocking and rolling this windup. The sun is setting.
In the days of jeering, I would be counting it out loud.
On the crossover, 6, left to right, 7, 5, 6, 10, spare 6, 120 through 9.
Once upon a time, the trash talk down in the pits was near insufferable. And some of the best bowlers were like, hey, it's fine. Just
another one for Baker, 4 in a row, 159, the ball in the 10th for Maria Subs. Sorry, Greg.
It's an incredible string in an anticlimactic moment.
And they still trail big at this point of the string. And they got crushed last match by Birchall Siding, who threw a 687 at them in the first. And a triple swept by Freddie Toffelmeyer the last 2 boxes. Cost them lose 8 points instead of losing 6. Shauna Phil 6, 120 through 9.
Shauna was absolutely right. Blake Doucette, 129.
Thank you, Shauna. We appreciate it. It's hard to read those scoreboards, especially angled. Corkum got it! Breezes down the 7, another one. He's got 3 in a row. 130 to ball in the 10th.
And he's getting creamed by his counterpart. A stellar bowling by both 3-spot bowlers. Worth the wait.
Yes, throw it again. Get replay.
45 pins. Oh, sure. Yeah, it was 5, 6, 7, and 10. Sean Baker, the number is the story there. 160 something.
I think Justin Corkham's fired up about that one. His girlfriend Katie Pone is. Lovely lady she is.
And we got his kids on camera after A-Plus Accounting took the title.
That's right. 8 for Baker. Nice string. 167. It won't be enough, unfortunately. That's too bad. Without that, it would have been a lot further. It could be triple digits in deficit. So I'll keep him somewhat in the game for total still, and 6 points.
Totally echoes of 2022.
Corkham back to earth, a 2 fill. Nice string, 132 for Justin Corkham, the third bowler for A-Plus Accounting. Lead is 39 for A-Plus, no marks on the board. We'll need a lot of work to get this pulled off Miracle Zone for the first 2 points for Maria Subs. Greg Gouillart will call the middle string. I'll be roving around, getting scores from the other matches.
I guess a flurry of 20 boxes could take it away on the end, but Fuller Jr. hasn't been smashing the head pin this string.
Here we go. Brian Fuller Jr., 1 of the 7. 137 for Nate LeBlanc. Fuller connects, spare. 86 in the ball in the 9th. Second spare of the string, a spare 7 back in the 4th.
And LeBlanc responds.
92 in the ball through after 3 10s in a row and 5 out of 6.
No quarter given.
92 in the ball. The spare 4 lowered the score in that second box. Each their second spare. 2 strings after us to wrap up day 2 of team competition. Or is it day 3 now? Day 3. Goes fast.
Day 3.
Big Fuller Jr. strike on spare.
He did throw a 20.
Here's a strike ball, maybe 9.
But LeBlanc is right there, box for box.
101 through 9. Fuller Jr. 96 through 9. 106 plus 2 in the 10th and a good time. LeBlanc, spare, back to back, 9th and 10th, 111 in the ball.
There it is, but 38 pins up. I don't see how this happens unless Fuller Jr. doubles. And then even there, you would need a crazy mark out and for Matt Harnett to do nothing.
Fuller head pin it, the bundle of 5, they call in Canada the bucket shot. On a strike, trying to get to 116. It's a 31% success rate without wood for Class A bowlers. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Fuller trounces 3 for an 8 fill, 114 finish.
Some fatigue there. The ball was left light, but did get the count.
LeBlanc on the spread eagle, I believe, 4. 115 string, or was it a 5?
Oh, I'll check.
I think a pin fell down. I think it's a 5. It's a 116. 2 blocks to go. 34 pin lead for A+. Winchell must strike out to have any chance for 2 points. That's the first string going to A+ Accounting now. Now the question is, how close can John Winchell get his team close to the total? Still trying to get 6 points, another devastating loss. Every year they're in the running, they're struggling right now to get in the playoffs. 10 behind A+, that final spot.
115 is correct. Sean
take.
had it right as well.
All right, so it was a 6, 115.
No spares either side. I'll confirm.
Yes.
And for Maria Subs, 88, 102, 167, and 114. Nine box and 10, Harnett plus 1.
We'll have a flexible schedule tomorrow. We'll put the post on Candlepin Chat later tonight. A couple hours after we leave here, go through our little ritual. We talk about all the events. We'll put the post on Candlepin Chat who we're going to cover tomorrow, the planned schedule tomorrow. That could change also on the fly, depending what happens in that first match before the final round robin, before the playoffs tomorrow afternoon at around 4:30 local time.
Winchell had a pin lower. He's at 104 through 9.
Atlantic Coast time, 1 hour ahead here, up north in Canada.
Yeah, Paul, unfortunately our setup is up here in the DJ booth, which is a blessing. It's a blessing sometimes and an inconvenience other times, but it's definitely a net positive. And thank you to Fairlanes for providing it.
Anything we need, they give it to us. They've been just terrific. We appreciate that.
It's
Trying
been
to give you
incredible.
the best we can give you here.
Crowded field. Maybe during the playoffs we could start getting pushy, but yeah.
Winchell tickles the 1 for 9. 113 first string. Is that it? Is he getting the ball to go? That's it.
Nope, that's it.
130.
9 and
Matt
7.
Harnett, 7. 118 first string. A+ accounting. 2 more points. 2 points the wrong direction from Maria Subs. 618 to 584. We'll check the official score in just a minute. Back with our middle string in just a moment.
618 to 584 I showed it as, so we'll confirm in a second here. They whisked that thing away. As we get set for the next one, Cody Bork will be the leadoff bowler again. In string number 2. A lot of flurry of activity as Paul immediately runs away to check the scores for you all, and he'll be right back with that in just a moment. String 2, Cody Bork starts off with a 1-2-4. We'll scroll it down as well for you in just a moment here. Scott Douglas remaining in the game. 4-pin, good start to the string. He's got the 7-pin. Wide on the spare try is Bork. And the plank blundered, unfortunately. Neither side making their mark. 1-2-4, taken out. Bork collects his $10.
Scott Douglas stays on. That's going to be a good confidence boost of him. See if he can make up for it now after that tough first string there. Tim Douglas of Tornado is in for John Zappi, the only change, Greg.
It's a tough first box for him, unfortunately, in this case. And we have seen Scott Douglas many a time dominate, including in our Candlepins for Cancer. 2 events now he's won. In Candlepins for
the 1-2-3 ball 369, and then also the 9-pin tournament last year. And next year will be a 369 5-string tournament.
There we go. Bork spills 9.
He beat his brother Tim Douglas in the ACST playoffs round 1 back in 2022.
Singles champion Cody Bork starting up at 9. Scott Douglas rolling wood still. That's still doing some craziness, but I'm not sure the pins that remain are terribly helpful.
Yeah, this is back in Alley Cat Lanes. It took me 3 hours to get there in Boston traffic, and we started half an hour late because of that. And Scott came back to win it over his brother. It's on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, ACST quarterfinal playoffs.
There's the spare for Bork.
I'm going to check the scores if you don't mind.
20 ball. Yeah,
If you like.
Thank you for asking.
Dakota.
Scott waits here, and now will deliver what I do believe to be his 3rd ball. Takes the 9 box. 19 through 2 as he immediately plops on down. A production card, huh? Even if there's a production card. Sorry, Eric, if I'm explaining something you well and truly know already, but it gets congested down in that hallway. So even if I was pushing a camera back and forth, it's pretty much 2-lane running at most, and everyone has to say, excuse me, pardon me coming through. We all make do, of course. We're all polite down, or up here, I should say, but to then get technology this way and that would be very difficult. This is Tim Douglas, as you can plainly see, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. As the brother Douglas comes on in. Deuce set, bundle of 5 off the object. I did, thank you. 2 points for A+ accounting after this. 2 points for winning the string. And deuce set has a 9. Thank you, Scott Hodgson. You've been a great help. $8 for Tim Douglas. For one reason or another, I'm reminded between seeing Scott here and his question and someone else's remark about the production cart. We do take, optional gratuities with the super chats as well. Completely optional, of course. The subscription is always free on Candlepin Bowling Network. But if you want to help out with production costs, as we make some money from YouTube, but not enough for this to be a full-time thing, of course. If you're able to help us out and give us a little leg up as we try and get some extra equipment and make the broadcasts even better than they already are. You see us trying to push the camera angles in. Your support just by watching already goes a long way, so never ever feel guilty just by watching us here. We are here for you because we love the game of bowling this much. 410 doesn't go. But if and you're so inclined, and if you're if you're even one of those who said, I want to give to you, how do I support you guys? Well, here's how. The super chat button on YouTube. If I see it, I'll shout you out as well. Either way, just by liking the video, hitting that thumbs up button if you're logged in, that's a great help in its own right. 10 for each. 19 and 18. Baker and Corkum had great strings. Great and greaterest. 167 for Sean Baker. Channel 50 star of WNDS Stars and Strikes. And still going. It's tough to watch it on the diagonal, I realize. Thought it was the best match overall. I wonder, though. Should be a heart button, Larry. I think it's bottom right of the YouTube video if you're on mobile. Or on desktop or on mobile. I can help you out in a second. No worries either way. Thank you for your question. Did I get my donaire? Yes, I did. I went to Greco during my lunch break. It was so good. And I'm not usually an onions and tomatoes guy, Paul, but it was so good. And I know, my understanding is Greco is kind of the Atlantic province chain, essentially. So, say what one will of the quality. The beef and sauce combination was so good. It just went right down. So, thank you so much to you and everyone who suggested that. $8 for Corkum. Here we are in Moncton, New Brunswick for geographical reference as Baker gains 1 pin. In that first match, the marks were 19 to 18 for A plus accounting. They gained 6 bonus pins with 28 in pinning, and therefore they are not ahead by 6 but ahead by 34 after the first string. There's a temptation to move the pin cam and switch the scoreboard around. I'll try something after this. First Corkum. Head pin spread eagle. Baker takes out the 4 horsemen in the 10 pin. I'm gonna think I have some time here. Yoink. Yoink. How's this? Does that do any good? I might be onto something here, or I might be a ridiculous man. One or the other. But maybe, just maybe, I've stumbled into something helpful. Eagle try. Corkum can't escape its clutches, and he gets a 6 box. Baker into the 4 pin, and he gets a 7 box. Because I liked how you are able to look up anyway. Anyway, enough meta production discussion, although let me know how things are going. Other than that, hopefully that helps. Thank you, Scott, and hi, David. Good to see you, David Gowan's always good. What you got?
I got scores from around the rest of the 11 matches here. I'll get that in a second.
Nate LeBlanc, 4 horsemen, and the 9. 1 pin in the 8 for Fuller Jr., and here's Paul.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. I'll open my camera phone here to photos. All right. Oakland Park. Oh, that's the last score. Hold on a second. That can't be right. Let me get rid of that one.
$10 for Nate LeBlanc, who looks like he's throwing lemon drops as it is.
I'll
Those
take
yellow
them.
balls.
Put a buck in.
They're just yellow bowling balls.
Wreck and roll rebounds 577 to 563. String 1 against Stars and Strikes by 14 pins. Wreck and roll led by Yves Woodrow, 131, 124 for Billy McClellan. For Stars and Strikes, 124 from Scott Sparks to lead his team. 2-0 Wreck and roll. Other matches, Drywall Concepts, number 1 seed in Division 1, lead after 1. They win 596 to 563 by 33 over Graffin Flooring.
Fuller Jr. spills 9.
Ryan Overall Southall, 131 for Graffin Flooring. For Drywall Concepts, a 133 for Mark Weber, a 128 for Mark Carrier. The 2 bowls in the main ACST Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour final in 2023 from Newport Entertainment Center, Newport, Maine. A must-match you don't want to miss ever on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Austin Barnes, by the way, also had a 139 to lead the team.
Spare.
2-0 for Drywall Concepts, 3 points ahead coming in the standings. Team USA fighting for a playoff spot against the Massachusetts team. They lose the first by 8, 543 to 535. Jeff Walsh, the Bulldozer, a 131. Steve Kelly led the Mass H team with a 122. 2-0. Team USA down. Kingswood Bulletproof loses by a touchdown to Birch Hill Siding, who took 8 last match. Birch Hill wins it by 6 to stay alive. And Kingswood Bulletproof, in the middle of a tough schedule, loses by 6. They were led by Corey Smith's 136. Birch Hill Siding had a 130 from Troy Dunphy, who's bowled great today. A 130 from Travis Toffelmeyer, who had a triple strike to be Maria Subs in that last string, the last match.
Horseman not run down unless the 10 wilts. No for Harnett. Winchell cannot make it either. Yeah, studio mode genius.
Fenway Academy swept last match. They win the first string in this last match day. Another close one over Canada 5, 609-601. Canada 5 led with a 130 from Matt Schultz. A 148 from Chris Merrill. And a 131 from Joe Smith. Academy Lane's 2 teammates in Friday Night Pro League. Other action, you saw here, 618 to 584. Despite Sean Baker's 167 Maria Subs, not enough. Justin Corkum led his team with a 132. Like you said, at 129, Jerry Dunn at 124. Well, it was actually Cody Bork that took his place after 5 boxes.
That pin hit Harnett. He's got a 2-pinner.
But the credit goes to lead up bolt, the person that started.
Right.
Harry's All-Stars, 596. They win it to 523 over Spike's Chimney. Spike's Chimney starting to get towards the edge of not making it. Harry's All-Stars, 124 for Mike Erickson. We'll get the updated standings here in a minute, too, as well. Brian Hatchman, 556, but they lose 605 to Extra Lane's Lucky Strike. A 146, Mr. 235. His high single, Dave Godwin. A 124 for Logan's run, Logan Gingras. Steve Latch, 125 for the Hatchman. Logan's Gingras' first year in the Worlds. Out of Extra Lane Shooter Sports Club, New Hampshire.
Full scores on your screen here. Sorry, digging up papers, and I missed the Harnett last box. Excuse me.
My fault.
I'll check in.
New England flooring 563 to 525 of Oakland Park. 136 for Tim Hayes at 120 for PDP Crawford. 114 for Jason Kaler. 114 for Sam Higgins. Danny McBrien at 115. Oakland Park out of the playoffs. A couple more matches to report on. Bayers Road, Bolorama, another close one. We've had a ton of close ones, Greg, in this 9th match of 11. Able Evolve Realty bounces back 621 to 618, a 3-pin win over Bayers Road, Bolorama. Bayers Road, Gwendolyn Duguay at 135, Malcolm Jennings at 132, Steve Colbert at 129. Not enough. Mike Brown, 147, Sterling Treitz at 125, Sean Bernard, 121, Lucas Nickerson, 121 for Able Evolve Realty.
4 Phil for Bork. There we go.
Central Park Lanes does their job, 580 to 560. Another close one, 12 pins.
Strike for Scott Douglas.
Sorry, Central Park, good for Scott Douglas, by the way. 580 to 560. Outlaw Rides loses by 12 to Central Park Lanes. A 126 for Matt Buffalo Nichols, 126 for Tim Susi, Freshie, Nick Cefaletto, 124. Outlaw Rides, a 129 from Grady Wood, Brandon Romart, a 121. Adam Melanson, honorable mention, 119. 2-0 in favor of Central Park Lanes.
And it's good. Cody Bork responds with a spare.
And they have just one more.
Yes.
Avon Valley Lanes, Academy Lanes, no shocker. Academy Lanes wins at 647 to 531. Doug Holloway Jr., 125 for Avon Valley Lanes. What do I start for Academy Lanes? Let's see. How about 145 for Aaron Fontaine, 129 for the Terminator Charles Collins and Jack Berrigan. I think Jack Berrigan actually started the whole match, string 129. Josh Daly at 124. They've only lost one string all week long. And they play extra lanes the final match tomorrow for the fight for first place. And you are up to date as far as that goes. Let's go over the standings when you get a chance. Greg will go over that.
Ed pin to it, and for Tim Douglas. 3 pins for A-plus accounting is all they have in the lead, and here's Paul with the rest.
Okay, so Division 1. Top 5 make it. Remember, division winners, one each division, gets a 2-round bye to the semifinals Saturday afternoon. Drywall Concepts, 46-18. First place, Fenway Academy, 3 behind with 43 points. Canada 5 was 4 behind, but they lost the first. Kingswood Bulletproof was 5 behind with 41 points. They lost their first. Drywall and Fenway won their first 2. So right now, Drywall is at 48 points. Fenway 45. Canada 5, 42. Kingswood 41.
10-boxer Blake Doucette and Maria Subs now has the lead.
And A-plus won also, I believe, so they're 42 points. They jumped Kingswood Bulletproof. Kingswood now drops to 5th. And A-plus started the day from 6th. They're back in 4th.
By the way, David Gowans, you should DM Paul that question. I think will probably be best, and he can work something out with you, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, the Camel's Cancer shirt? Sure.
Yeah, just a question of when to pay you exactly. That's a tricky one.
Virtual signing 32.
Spread Eagle weirdness.
Team USA won. They got 32. Maria Sub is way up, back down to 8th, believe it or not. 8th place. Who would have thought that? Academy Lanes now 62-2 coming in. They won the first ring. They're 64-2. Extra Lanes had a tie apparently last match. They're 55-9 listed. So there must have been a tie along the way after a score correction. They win their first ring, I believe, so they're 57-9. They're 7 behind. They basically have to win outright today and sweep tomorrow, the last match, to get that 2-round bye in first place. Outlaw Rides lost their first ring to Able Evolve, who's at 38. Outlaw Rides third at 46 points. Central Park Lanes 34-32 now. And Bayers Road Boulevard, I believe they lost that string. I'll double check that again. We'll update it later on. So a lot can happen between now and tomorrow afternoon. 11 rounds. We're in round 9 now.
Doucette gave up on his before Douglas wanted to. Of course, he had the ball moving about. In the end, it's a 1-pin game for Maria Subs.
Average for team, leaders for each team. Brad Stewart, 120. For Wreck and Roll, 2.64. Drywall Concepts led by Mark Weber, 126. Kai Hunt, 122. For Kingswood Bulletproof, Corey Smith, a 121 average. Justin Jones, a 120 average. For Fenway Academy, led by Cole Fry, 124. Chris Merrill, 123 average. Joe Smith, 122. Tim Jam and Jalbert, 120 average. Birchill Siding, a 122 average. And Travis Toffelmeyer, Freddie Toffelmeyer, 121 average. Stars and Strikes, 119 average with Joey Hutchinson to lead his team. A-plus accounting. Nate LeBlanc, Matt Harnett, Blake Doucette, all with 122 averages. Justin Corkum, 121 average. The Mass team, Sean Shattuck, 121 average to lead his team. A few more.
Right side plank for Corkum should respond with a spare. Left side works too. He's got it.
Canada 5, nobody above it, 118. 118 for Andrew Murphy, but a lot at 116, Matt Schultz, Bobby Kite, 115, Mark O'Loughlin, 114, Brad Glenn. A balanced attack. For Maria's 119 for Aaron Spill and just one match he bowled in. Brian Fuller Jr., 119. John Winchell, 119.
That 9-pin drop for Baker, and he's still on a roll.
Grafton floor led by Scott Lampius, 118 average. Jeff Fugia, 115 second of the team. Last one, Team USA. Jeff Walsh, the Bulldozer. Sean Sears from Western Mass, 119 average. Kevin Padgington, only 2 strings of 118 average. And that's it, I think. Oh, actually, I missed. Did I miss anybody else? Yep, I missed Spike's Chimney, I think. Hold on. Yeah, Trevor Stinson by Spike's Chimney, 123 average in 9 strings.
Baker does not get the single on the other side. Corkum has a trickier one with the 6-7.
How about John Aloha Alosa, Butwell's Bowlington in Concord, New Hampshire, 120 average to lead the Hatchemen. Newcomer Driti Dallas, the 117. Steve Latch, 118. Bayers Roll, Bolorama, Eric Banfield, 125. Malcolm Jennings, 122. And David Cooper, a 120 average. A couple of more Central Park Lanes out of East Boston, Mass. Top average bowler right now, 118. Tim Susi. Actually, Keith Beaupre out of the Tsunami, 123. Tim Susi, 118. Able to Evolve Realty, Mike Brown, 123 average. With Sean Bernard, who's bowling great, 123. Garrett Martin, a 123 average. I'll mention Billy Gillis, 119. A few more, and we're all done. Harry's All-Stars, Matt Rich leads the team with a 116. A great week for him. Avon Valley leads led by Chris Curry's 118. Brett Adams, a pin higher, average-wise 119. New England Flooring, Tim Hazer with a 120 average, leads his team. Peter Crawford Jr. actually higher with 121, and Mark Ritchie the best on the team with a 123 average.
Fuller gets an 8-pin drop and has 28 through 2.
Outlaw Rides, 127 average for Andy Babineau. Calvin Locke, 125. Adam Melanson, 122. Brandon Romard, 120 average.
Fuller foiled on the 2-pinner.
Academy Lanes, Corey Packard, 125. Justin Wattis is a 126 average. Charlie Collins, Terminator, 122. Aaron Fontaine, 121. Kenny Harris averaging 124. Jack Berrigan, limited roll, 120 in 10 strings. And that is everything, pretty much. I think there's 2 more actually of the page. Extra Lucky Lanes, Joey lists the freight train up to a 132 average. Jimbo Aon, a 132 average.
Strike by Fuller, 47 plus. And Maria Subs' lead grows back into double digits.
Joey lists to Jimbo Aon, 132 for Extra Lucky Strike. Jeff Shred, a 123 average. Nick Leach actually a 129. And the last one, Oakland Park, by Jason Kalo, the owner, 113 average. And that's everything. I'll leave you alone.
And remember, I said, well, the lead was already in double digits. Well, A-plus Accounting had the extra mark. Now they don't. Now it's true double-digit advantage for Maria Subs. 8 Box LeBlanc underwater at the moment, as Harnett and Winchell take their place. Thank you very much, Paul, David and Paul. Much appreciated. Thank you, Stephen.
Which Paul?
Paul Duffy.
Oh, hi, Paul.
Strike! And now John Winchell. Back-to-back strikes for Maria Subs. 3-2 split.
And how much did they lose the first string by, Greg? Like 35 or so?
Last string was a 34 pins, mostly on pinning.
And how big is the difference would have been with Sean Bacon to get that 167? I mean, he gets like a 120, 125. They're down in the 80s. It's high 70s.
A bucket
70s.
load, yeah. Sean Baker is the reason they're in this. Just the one market for right now for him. Arnett disciplined pinning gets him a 9, and he has 33 through 3. Thank you very much. 250 of you watching live across Facebook and YouTube on our channel's Candlepin Bowling Network. Singular stream today because we've just been nonstop. One match starts and another one ends, and the lanes break down. We move, and here we are.
Until this last match.
1, 2, and 4 for Wiltz behind. Scheduled TBD based on standings. We're fun maxing. We'll get you something that'll be very entertaining. And if we're wrong, apparently the Candlepin gods will guide us in the right direction, and we'll get you a barn burner that way. That was some fun match we got steered into. 1-2 is a goner. Strike spare for John Winchell. Arnett, no, 4-pin. And the lead grows, and now the despair flipping on the other side of the scale.
Coming in today, Maria Subs was out of the playoff race at 6. Obviously plenty of time left. Maria's was 4th. It's gone the other way.
It is a 9-box, and now total might be tilting as well. Let's take a look. It's 10 pins, minus 2 marks, and now suddenly all the remaining points are in play. 2-2-3 plus 2 bonus balls. This is starting to get very out of hand in the string as Maria Subs have thrown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marks to 2. 6 marks to 2. Maria Subs are A+ accounting in that. I could count faster than Vic Router. Good for me.
If they get 6 points this match, somehow Maria Subs, they'll go to 36 and 36 with 2 matches to go, and that will put A+ at 42 and 30 in that scenario.
Douglas denied a double here. Bork throws 8, and they both may be able to get marks. Cody waiting up for the bowler on his right. He was on approach. Now into the wood. Good. One way or another, he's going to get you. 3-mark half for Cody Bork. Douglas doesn't make it there. He's got a 9 fill. Total on a knife's edge right now. Maria Subs nursing a healthy advantage in this middle string. This is the last match of today. 2 more tomorrow, and then it will be 2 matches tomorrow, and then the last match will be playoffs, and then all day Saturday. Douglas gets the 10 box. Don't say it, Paul. Don't say it. 57 at the half. But much more dialed in here. Cody Borg the 2-5-7-8. $66 at the half. Scott Douglas is the 4 horseman and the sort of ball that can dig into the 1-2. Yes! Into the 2-5-7-8, and Cody Bork has 4 marks and 6. Douglas, yes, responds in kind. And he's got 2 marks in the string. Could have been 3 in a row, but now Maria Subs still way ahead in the string. And total on that same tightrope act. Tim Douglas and Blake Doucette. It was 6. Of course it was 6. Thank you, Sylvia. Smashed in headpin, just the 10 for Doucette. Singles champion the last time we were here at Fairlanes Moncton. Remember, 2 match points per string, 2 for total. Ties split the points. These points determine the standings to determine the top 5 teams in each of the 2 divisions of 12 teams. Top 5 teams advance to the knockout round. Top seed gets a 2-round bye. 5 and 4 seeds take a hike to the other side to play the 2 and 3 seeds respectively. No, 10-pinner does not go for Doucette. 1, 2, 8, and 9. Timmy doesn't take. A question of pins on both sides. Still it remains. That's a 9 box and a 46 half. Doucette pinning well, as is Douglas. 9 aside.
Greg, just the remaining sketch of some of the bubble teams or teams in the playoffs. Bayes Row Ballerina tomorrow takes on Academy Lanes, the number 1 seed, and Avon Valley Lanes after that. Avon Valley Lanes takes on the Hatchman, then Bayers Road. Outlaw Rides takes on New England Flooring and Harry's All-Stars. Oh. Spikes Twin takes on Central Park Lanes, number 5 seed right now in Oakland Park. So some of those teams have a chance to get some points. Able Evolved Realty, Exeter, and then Hatchetman.
Now substituting for A+ Accounting, back in is Jerry Dunn.
On Division 1, Drywall Concepts plays A+ Accounting and Birchill Siding. That's no guarantee of easy points. Fenway Academy has Wreck and Roll and Mass H, a more friendly schedule based on seeding right now, but any match, anything can happen in a dime. Kingswood takes on Maria Subs and A+ Accounting tomorrow. Maria's takes on Kingswood and Graffin Flooring. Canada 5 takes on Mass H and Stars and Strikes. And Birchill Siding, Drywall Concepts, and Kingswood. Those are your teams on the bubble or in the playoffs for tomorrow's matches. We're going to cover tomorrow on YouTube, later on tonight, rather on Facebook tonight on Candlepin Chat.
Jerry Dunn among a number of others wearing the poppy, a symbol of Canada's Remembrance Day, November 11th, the equivalent of the United States' Memorial Day, remembering the sacrifices of those who have served. Headpin spilled out. Tim Douglas 3-2 split. Dunn washed out the headpin, I do believe. Remembrance Day is commemorated on November 11th. But the poppy's already available here. There's just a simple box of them here that those who want to have that symbol of remembrance just can simply have one of those poppies. Nice little symbol. The wood betrays Dunn on this one, and the 9-pin remains. 3-2, Douglas, what a cut. He got the 3-1 split. He's shut down. And total remains tight. Still at this early stage of proceedings. I do notice that I was under the impression that the substitutions would be before box 6, but I noticed that A+ Accounting did it before box 6, and I'm not sure if they felt compelled to do so. Maybe we were mistaken and it was before box 6 this entire time, but I thought we had heard it was box 7, but maybe that was based on the precedent of another tournament and it just wasn't changed at this particular captain's meeting, for example. So things tend to get lost in translation. We try to get you the most accurate information we can, but it is interesting that Dunn was brought in now in the middle of Blake Doucette's visit. Justin Corkum, you got to stop doing that, I'm afraid. The microphones are twisted up, so now I don't know which is which. 7, 9, and 10 for Sean Baker. And 4 and 6 pins taken out. 7, 9, 10. Wow, that wood just took next to nothing for Baker. And now he needs an out. 8 box for Corkum. And there's the 10. That's the shot Baker was after. 10 versus 8. Do you call that a PGS? Now 266 as we get to 4:28 p.m. Eastern and 5:28 local time. That's Atlantic time. Tomorrow's broadcast and then the day after will begin at 9 a.m. Atlantic, 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, 9:30 Newfoundland. And a bajillion hours forward in Queensland. There's always date and time to convert time zones. Hey, Justin Corkum, 25 USD if you can convert this. Spread eagle clean for a spare. Has to be a true spread eagle, no wood like this. If you can make it on the next ball. What's Baker thinking about? Not sure what Sean's delay is now. He's just chatting it up. I'm not sure what it is, but he's ending up slower than Justin Corkum.
Last call for 50-50, the front counter. Last call, 50-50, the front counter.
Now Corkum will go ahead. Oh, I see. It was still Corkum's turn. There's a headpin and gone for a strike. That's the ball he's going to wait for back on the next one. Justin Corkum has it all. Now, what did I have? Now, Corkum's lane was reset, so I'm wondering if there was a possibility that maybe there was an invalid rack or something and he had to go in. Interesting. Say, that's Matt McPhee up there right now. Nate LeBlanc hasn't marked in 4 boxes, and I wonder if A+ Accounting is once again trying to push someone out there to start generating those marks. Justin Corkum sure as heck did. That was a great hammer. For the out, Baker takes 10. Only 4 pins left standing. Good pinning, 65 through 6. It is Matt McPhee. Nate LeBlanc substituted out. Brian Fuller Jr. appear maybe going the distance. 21 pins and an extra bonus for Maria subs. This A+ team stacked with talent. Could they still compete even though they've had an up and down day today, as I understand? Spread eagle for him. He can make. So that's right. Corkum punched the eagle, but then somehow the rack was redone. Was it incomplete? Was something noticed? I wonder. No eagle make this time. No $25 bonus. But yeah, I guess Corkum had, for some reason, was forced to re-rack, which is a huge gain because he punched an eagle a moment ago there. And he didn't take it. And then he threw a hammer on the next one. So what a massive break. 7 fill for Fuller and then a 9 box. Missing 9 pin? That sounds about right. So missing back pin, and if that's detected, and of course, upon detection, it's invalid and you have to re-rack. It's not expressly written in the rules, it's just you have to have 10 pin set. If you don't, then upon detection, your throws are invalid, you gotta go again. McPhee, 7 and 8. One of the greatest substitutions of all time was Sean Dion, who went in into basically the back half of that final match versus Fenway Academy. And what was that single he got? He had either 160 or 170 something. But there we go. So yeah, no 9 pin in the back. Thank you, Sean, for the spot on that. And there you go. Well done, Super Sleuths. 1, 3, 6, and 9. Not there for Fuller. So Maria Subs still way ahead in the string. Now they lead total in effect. So it's a bit of a slow burn at the moment here where in a moment's time, it looks as though there's going to be about 4 points on the line if the single-digit margin in total persists. There's still 22 boxes for that to change. And the bonus by John Winchell, which could potentially tilt that. The only difference is Corcoran has a strike. Otherwise, the bonuses are exactly level. Oh, Ryan, wish you had. 10 pin only for Harnett. Winchell into the face of this one. He's tipping some pins. That's going to be good for the bonus, but tough for the leave. It's 7. 55 through 4. 10 pin is there for Harnett. He's got the clockwise turn. Should be able to dodge that front piece in front of the 10. The back piece has a red line looking right at it. He's in front of it. It's good. Fine and dandy. He's got 52 in the ball. And the caps don't take it for Winchell. He probably wanted some sort of ball deflection. There's the 9 box. 64 half for Winchell. You're number 1.
Okay, oh, sorry. Maria Subs really needs 6 points here, Greg, to have any chance for the playoffs. They think they're done, but they can still get in there. They need some help. They got to win outright pretty much.
No rush. Would just love to see that myself. Don't rush it.
That's after the first one, chicken scratch. They were 32 and 34 coming in. I didn't get the latest printout, so they're 32 and 36 right now coming in. And A+ won their first string.
Harnett has 8 and another, possibly.
Against them, obviously, so they're 10 behind right now. So if they can win outright, they'll get to 36.
Harnett spares.
And stay 6 behind A+. With Birchall Sung and Team USA could even surpass them today.
And Winchell cannot. One note about Matt Harnett, he's a singles champion as well. I mentioned the singles runner-up, of course. But Matt Harnett defeated Corey Smith 144 to 111. That was 2016, the year it was hosted at Lakeside, if memory serves. That's right, 2016 it was hosted at Lakeside, and 2018 at Academy. That's right. Huh, Winchell just made that by the by. That's a 10 shoot, was that a 10 or it was, yeah. I'll check on that. Back to the top.
Unofficially,
5 marks to 1 for A+ accounting in that.
their match leads down to 8. Maria Subs leads the second of 3 by 26. Unofficially, Greg will check the official scores in a minute.
Back-to-back marks by Harnett. Oh, look at this. The cap took an extra. I think Cody Bork just broke a pin and hit the 8 pin with the shrapnel. Oh, my goodness, what a break.
You got a replay for that?
And I mean a break that literally Scott Douglas did not get. Yes.
Wow.
That is one of the wildest things I've ever seen on a Candlepin alley in my life. Now it has to be retrieved, and we take another look. I think you will find that detritus took that pin. It was there already, but I think the cap was headed there. Oh, man, that is powerful. And now you have to find out which pin, or did it take it? One last look, then I'll send you back to live. I think it wilted a different direction. That was very interesting. We did get that extra 8.
Scott the spare 5. Cody Bork the spare 6. He's got 3 marks in a row, 4 out of 5.
Nico, don't highlight reel that one. Well, you can. $8 for Scott Douglas. It's content of some sort. What am I saying? We can title this video. Clickbait away.
Scott pitting really good. The string, the strike 9, the spare 5 in the string, 80 through 7, 10 for Cody Bork, 94 through 7 on Candlepin Bowling Network. 2 flex matches tomorrow. We'll put them up on Candlepin Chat later tonight.
Just 2 for Scott Douglas on the first one. Bork into the head pin. That 8 was hit. 4-8. Already a chance for the 120s. Into the curtain. No, Kevin. That belongs to the bowler who destroyed it. That is their badge of honor. Also, I think you'll find I've yet to bring home a pin of my own. I have 0. I don't own any pins. You got to do that. .48. You think the plank should take this? It does. He swings that one, and Scott Douglas needs the out. That's going to grab a few more for 5, and that's a double mark swing over to A+ Accounting. 18 pins, minus in this string, and I think A+ Accounting has a case that they're at least tied.
Tim Douglas, spare 8 in the third. He's trying to get a tornado strike here. Rally his team. They lead the string by 18, down 16 in the match with 3 marks against them.
And down. You don't go, I guess. That 5-pin was part way down, and then the wood. Everyone needs a supportive friend to lean on. The pins do not deserve that dignity. But that's how the 5-pin gets propped up. Jerry Dunn, 1, 3, 7, and 8. Thank you very much, Ryan. 5-pin. That's good. One way or another, Cap does not foil Tim Douglas, and he's got his second mark of the string. Dunn swapped in. Engine number 2 is a little shut down at the moment. Hey, wait a second. Is that more? Another piece of pin? Where did that come from?
Is that the same one?
No, I hit the button. Don't you worry. What is going on here today? By the way, who is that? Is that Todd Harrison? Yeah, it is. Longtime team captain, as I recall.
Yes.
Maria Subs, I think, is captained by John Zappi. It would make all the sense in the world. He captains the Hingham team. A lot of overlap with this Maria Subs squad. So once again, they'll investigate, and let's play Super Sleuth. Where did this detritus come from? Yeah, he broke a pin too. Is it the same pin that's just getting whittled and whittled and whittled? I might have to go back there and get it out of the machine. What an interesting thought. This is further out here, done 9 or 10. A+ Accounting very much in this string now. I think that Tim Douglas spared gives Maria Subs a more comfortable advantage. As you see, they're ahead on pinfall, and that's less likely to be threatened, even with the 3 bonuses on their side. Really only a Corkum double takes that away. So A+ Accounting with a little more work to do. $9 and 64. Overall in the match, 22 marks to 19. 10 marks to 9 in this string. 2 extra marks for A+ Accounting in the match. Pinning in this string is just about even. 1 in favor of Maria Subs, in fact. So the pinning woes have absolutely been patched up. Tim Douglas, 1, 3, 5, 8, 9. Does Dunn have any more in him? 2, 4, and 10. So Maria Subs in front just, you would think. This cluster needs to go, and I'll be curious to see where the ball went. There's not much to think about with this leave, but I'll be very curious to see the direction of the ball because it really needs to drive straight back to stay in that cluster and take it all. Done on the 2-4-10. 4-10, that's not the idea he wanted the object pin, obviously. And he knows it. So yeah, I am going to actually replay it. Yeah, that's what I thought so too, Eric. I thought that was going to be the same reset. 9 and 9. Yeah, I had a feeling it was just the same pin, Eric. I think you're absolutely right. So watch the ball of Tim Douglas. And let's see where it goes. And it goes off to the left, indeed. So somehow, the cruel fact of Candlepin, the ball weighs less than the pins. Applies here, and unfortunately, Timmy needed to throw a spread eagle ball for that. It's interesting the adjustment that the Canada 5 bowlers have. Some former Candlepin now 5-pin bowlers, some 5-pin bowlers who are trying our version of small ball for the first time. And getting used to the adjustment there as they need a little extra power themselves with no rubber bands to help out. Head pin. Still it makes no double strike. No piece of wood wanted to take the 5. Unlike the convent that happened, I think it was yesterday's matches where they just readily went over. Baker could have gotten the 3-2 if wood didn't interfere. 5-pin is right there. A+ probably needs another mark. Needs to net another mark to get back in it. Corcom's there with it. And A+ Accounting now has a case again for being back in this string. That's fair and a 10 for Baker. Way slower than his 167 previous. He does have that spare 9 and no pins lost in the last 5. Corcom has been dialed on that head pin, as has Baker for that matter. You can see the colorful bricks. That's not standard Candlepin notation. That's a growing movement of Atlantic Candlepin singles tour bowlers, spearheaded by Micah Imperato. Yellow for head pin hits, red for head pin splits. And with some Steve Kelly and Veronica McAllister touches, it's turned into this, at least the way I implement it. There's no one universal way to track head pins and splits, but there you go. In my mind, I think there should be yet another color for thin hits, but on the other hand, I'm not sure I want that many more colors. But it would be nice to differentiate between, a quality lead versus a thin hit. That's an interesting thought. Maybe I will add another color sometime. It'd be an interesting thought. Blue? For the thin hits like diamonds, bundles of 5, heaven forbid parallel pins. Arguably, that's Candlepin's equivalent of a split since they don't go nearly as often as in the 10-pin game. Then you might have more of a chance. Baker, the 5, 6, 9, and 10, and well, see, here you go. Interestingly, there is wood. I have to call this a head pin hit by the definition we're going by in this traveling singles league we have down here in New England. But it's interesting. Corcom 8, and still he motors on. 2 and 4. Does that piece to the left actually help Baker's ball? I don't think it does because he throws more or less left to right. And yes, he has little choice but to really make sure he clears that wood and unfortunately misses the 5 altogether. Corcom at this 2-4. A+ Accounting now leads by a mark. Could they lead by another? Could he? Yes! 4-pin tips down eventually. Justin Corcom 3 marks in a row. Baker tosses it in for a 10 box and still his pin perfect box streak continues. It extends to 6 now. After that 7 box, it's honing very well for that.
Maria's had the lead in the string. They cut the deficit in total to 8 overall. Now it's back up to 28 in the match for A+. Maria's up 6, but down 3 spares to none.
The earlier string 1 pinfall woes, unfortunately, still biting here. A+ Accounting has knocked down 27 more actual pins, and there's now 3 bonuses, so that's why they're way, way ahead in the match at the moment, now that they've swung quite a few marks their way. Fuller Jr. gets a 6-pin, though, to try and turn the tide. McPhee swapped in partway through. 5 pins, 6, and the 10 go, and he's got to leave. Corner of the building. Fuller's missed his single, and now A+ can extend the lead further. They already lead by 2 marks in this string. Gorkum got 2, and McPhee's missed it, though. Scorpion tail kick takes it. Who knew? 10 box for Fuller Jr. Chances aside, but status quo is fine for A+. 10 for McPhee as well. My name's Greg Gouillart. That's Paul Grants, and we're here on Candlepin Bowling Network. On Facebook and YouTube, big favor, I know a lot of you have since it's been one big super stream. But please like the video if you're logged in by hitting the thumbs up button on whatever platform. And either way, we greatly appreciate your support just by watching. Thank you. 2, 5, and 7 for Brian Fuller Jr. 1, 3, 6, 7, 10 for McPhee. It's good. Little baby split goes. Maria Subs gets a mark. Brian Fuller Jr. 3 marks. Had some down years, but now right back to his old self. One of the top averages in the Friday Night Pro League as well. One more formidable forces on that Academy 1 team, captained by Justin Scally. McPhee, not interested in seeing the wreckage of Fuller's lane, resets it as he goes to work on this difficult leave.
I'm going to check in some of the scores, Greg, if you don't mind.
Go ahead. Conventional wisdom is to go to the right side. He goes aggressive for it and make it 3. Will he? That 6-pin was hit, but he's hit the button, and he's absolutely right. That is an 8. He saw for himself that pin was never going to take it in a million years. Now a closer string develops here as Fuller gets that mark. Still, A+ Accounting with a significant lead. A clear but far from conclusive lead. Winchell and Harnett, high head pin accuracies each. Neither terribly lighting it up at the moment, though Harnett could actually go into the 240s with another mark here. Winchell's dropped the 610. Harnett just a graceful set down and deliver approach here. Has the 6, 7, 9, and 10. Just wide of the 6 is Winchell. Every string worth 2 match points. Determines the all-important standings. Arnett trying to pull the string. 7's falling back into the pit, though. Question of a stick either side. So remember, A+ left 28 fewer pins on the plate. And that is the albatross hanging around Maria Sub's neck right now. Which is an old-timey reference I've forgotten the meaning of. 3 pins for Maria Subs, minus that mark for A+ Accounting in this string. Were it not for that pinning gap, this would have been a single-digit total instead. And that's why that third ball, even though it's never flashy, is so important to avoid massive losses like this. Eagle for Winchell. And a 4-pin, 4 horseman for Harnett. 8 box is about to be completed, and then I'll take a score check just to make sure I've got everything hunky-dory for you, especially with the string as tight as it is. Winchell can't get it, and this is Harnett's chance. No, he's ripped it away. Just the 2-pin taken out. And we've got ourselves a very interesting string coming up here. Final pair of boxes in this middle string. Harnett gains 2. Pin grinds to a halt, 9 and 7. Let's take a look. In fact, I'm just going to go down and check the scores for myself. BRB. Cody Bork's headed for 240 pretty comfortably. A leadoff slot is anyway. Bork substituted it in partway through, and he has been fantastic. He gets just 3 pins out on the first ball. Bit of a fizzle on the mark here. A-plus accounting suddenly slowing down. You see it gives them the slightest of edges. Glances just the head pin. Now he needs an out. Scotty throws left to right and gets this with the wood. Big time spare for Maria Subs. I'll confirm as fast as I can. This out very important for Bork. He's left it left and takes a 5. Now then. 3 pins and an extra bonus for Maria Subs as they try to hang on. There's a smudge there, but I'm pretty sure I've got all the scores correct. A split for Douglas. 6 on his fill. Fine string for him. He's into the 110s. Has recovered nicely after that tough missed single. Bork is suddenly in dismay as once again he's facing a dire third ball. At least it's opposite a tough split, and Scott Douglas can't gain anything on the second ball. Isn't this the way? 1, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. And he's missed it altogether. And just 9 pins for the pair. Scotty gains 2. And Woods coming across to take out the 6 pin. And he gains 25-9 for a 16-pin Maria swing. And a spare fill fizzled as well. So you want to bowl the world, and these guys know how to do it. A-plus accounting. Championship team, Maria Subs, a team full of Hall of Famers and world champions. Jerry Dunn has wood to coalesce behind the 10-pin. Timmy, yikes, a trapezoid. Again, another one I have to call a head pin hit based on our definition, but I hate to do it. And I show that Maria Subs scores are correct. Single pin is trivial. Jerry Dunn picks this up, and that's one of the marks A-plus needed. They probably gain one more. Maybe they'll gain a few pins. Just like that, 12 pins swung to Maria Subs in the pinning in this string. I mentioned the albatross. Well, now the lift has been lifted off a bit here. Now it's 9 as 3 are left on the plate for Maria Subs. 11 pins minus a mark. Pinning is 9 in favor of Maria Subs. If pinning were even, A-plus would be ahead. Dunn smashes his head pin and gets a 9-pin drop. He needs a 6-pin, and Douglas gets them immediately. And puts pressure on that single pin. Dunn went from a big gain to a must-make. And he's missed the single. Apologies for the scoring mishap. It was unintentional. Arguably the worst caster jinx in history. 102 for the string. 2 pins and an extra strike for Maria Subs as Tim Douglas has delivered a huge blow in the 10th. 2 pins. And he loads extra here. Does he double? No, that wood's not going to take anything, I don't think. Maria's leads by double digits. It's just a question of sticks. Justin Corkum has been their best bowler far and away. Cody Bork was until his 9th and 10th went terribly awry. The fill is 10, 114 for Tim Douglas. Still, though, they're in this match. A 2-mark Maria Subs advantage. Corkum. Boxes 9 and 10. Here we go, folks. 2 points that mean so much in the standings for these two teams. A+ accounting, 40 and 24 on the right side of the playoff bubble. They're actually 10 ahead of anyone else, but they would love to move up, and first place isn't even spoken for. For Maria Subs on the decline, one of those teams in that 30 and 34 basket. They could at least make up 4 of the 10-point shortfall to A+. If they take the remaining 6, it's all to play for. And there's still 2 matches to go. Everyone wants all 6 of the remaining points. A+ trails by 2 marks. Corkum on a spare fill. Carves through the face of it, and he's got 8 pins and 26 bonus pins in the last 3. Nine pins down for Baker. A 9-pin drop for Baker. And that is a big moment for Maria Subs if they can convert this. You're watching Candlepin Bowling Network, bringing the best of this world's tournament, the International Candlepin Championships. The greatest event in the men's Candlepin calendar. Off the wood, no. What is coming across there? That looks way too slow in my opinion, and it will straighten out. Baker plays it nice and simple. All those 10 boxes providing the foundation for this mark. And now, despite just 2 marks, Baker can go into the 110s. Corkum completes 115 through 9. 4 pins and 2 extra bonuses. $275 of you watching now. If you like fun bowling, please like this video if you're logged in. If you're not logged in, you'll get kicked out, and that would be awful, because I don't want you to miss a single ball of this. And what's most interesting is that at this rate, if all hold, Maria Subs would be within 2 marks. And then all the points would be to play for in string 3, which comes right on up after this. Justin smashes away. 6-7. I think the red line takes it as front wood is mischievous. I would rather it go away for his sake. And here it goes, 20 bucks by Baker. And now, a possible 4-mark advantage. And total could be within 1 mark if this 6-7 doesn't go. Oh, what a moment. And we are watching the one man in the world who does not mind taking his time in this pressure moment. Just soaks it all in. Front wood goes. I thought it was only the back wood. But Corkum shows you how. 6-7 taken, 125 in a ball. 522 in an extra. 522 to 508, and Maria Stubbs has the extra knock. With that strike, that 20 box. We wait here. I'm not sure what the delay is on 11. 11's resetting it. The cycle's not complete yet. Stand by. I gotta hydrate a bit, folks. I don't know about you. They both got that mark, so now total is within 2 marks. There's still time for even these 2 points to teeter the other way. The 808 plus accounting option is not off the table. But there's a big horse race for those top 5 spots. I'm sure A plus accounting would rather be trying to fight at number 1, which they're 6 points back of, rather than number 5, which currently they're 10 ahead of and would be very disappointed if it didn't work out. Maria Stubbs has had a crash. They're down to 30 and 34. And are looking to reverse the momentum. 11's reset light has been hit. You can't see the reset lights because I've zoomed in on the camera just that little bit more. But right now, that's what we're awaiting here, because as soon as it resets, we're going to have ourselves, and here you see it cycling now, 14 pins and an extra mark. Massive cheers. I think that's from the Kingswood Bulletproof side as I look around. All pins set, and off we go. In the 10th, last ball for Justin Corkum, 7 fill and a 132. Baker on a strike. Needs more. That 8-pin is tapped and back, but it's staying up.
Okay, on your lucky 50-50, $624.
No, that's the back pin. That's not the one. You see the immediate disappointment on Baker's face. He takes 122. 14 pins and an extra spare, which now Brian Fuller Jr. will fill. In just this middle string, already a climactic moment. McPhee trying to get A+ back into the string. They trail by 3 marks, and unfortunately, he's got a 4-1 split. Now a question of is this going to immediately slip out of reach? Oh my, Fuller Jr. has just dumped 9, and that is a big blow to A+'s chances. McPhee uninterested in how that approach went. He's going to try it again. Very few bowlers have the ability to stop on a dime like that when they realize, uh-oh, my footwork is not remotely close. You see his later steps are quicker as he takes aim, but doesn't get the 10. Allowing Fuller to cover. 111 and a ball. And now Maria Subs look to be in pole position in this string. Even the wood doesn't help out on the end. McPhee swapped in, remember. And unfortunately, number 4 struggling to get out of the 90s even. $10 gets them there, but that'll be tricky. So 24 pins and an extra bonus now. We may be headed for the miracle zone at this point. McPhee, 5, left side. Fuller Jr., he's light on the head pin this time. He only gets 4. That should still be plenty for Maria Subs to get ahead. 28 pins. Bundle of 5 not taken, and now definitely something miraculous is going to be needed at this point. It's possible a pinning game might be part of that, but even there, you'd have to have Matt Harnett start chaining some strikes together. He hasn't had a single one, though he's had his 6 spares, which is perfectly sensible bowling at this level. Once-a-year tournament held this year in Canada, the next in the United States. We already know Academy Lanes and Haverhill, Mass. will be the 2026 host. Third ball coming on up. There it is. That's going to be 9. And unfortunately, in the 80s for that player slot, and that's not what A-plus accounting was after. 124 for Brian Fuller Jr., a massive swing in that department. He wins that comparison by 35, and Maria Subs up by 28.
They got to feel good about their chances now.
Yeah,
they can still get 6 points they could really use.
Fuller taking on all comers. He's almost at a 119. He's at a 119 average. John Winchell to take it out, 28 pins. There's no remotely probable route from Matt Harnett that doesn't include a double strike. Or a pinning disaster opposite.
Highest scores whenever you're ready, Greg.
I want to play this through, unfortunately.
Sure. We'll get those afterwards then.
3 out for Harnett. At pin, still they fall. Wow, everything just crumbles behind the 2 for Winchell. Oh, the 369 got taken out, isn't what? What's the address of this place again? 936?
936 Mountain Road.
There we go. We got the 936 taken out.
Awesome.
We did it finally. And a spare for Winchell. 936 Mountain Road, Moncton, New Brunswick, Fairlanes Bowling Center. There it is for Harnett. Takes the 10, in fact. Three and 4 taken out for Harnett. Winchell right down Mountain Road indeed. Oh, he's busted it up though. Wow. 108 through 9. And now Maria Subs hoping to gain an even bigger advantage. Right now it is a singular pin deciding it in total and bracing ourselves for a 4-point blockbuster in string 3. Harnett takes a 9 box. That should be 113, I'll verify. And John Winchell at 10 box and a 118. I'll snap it to the front and confirm. 113, 118. Five, 5-2. $5-8-8, right? 1 second. Can't see it. Huh. Get out of the way. Someone stood in front of the telescore. That's a shame. I think it. Anyway, I'll give 2 points to Maria Subs.
I'll get the official score in a minute, Greg, here.
I think that's what that is. 8 pins taken out for Scott Douglas on the first. No, sorry, 6 pins taken out on the first ball. Maybe you should take this one, Paul.
Okay, Scott Douglas, the twister. 1-8, 6-10 right, double wood behind. Jerry Dunn, 4-2 washout. Final string of the final round today. 2 more to go for the round robins. Playoff start tomorrow afternoon after 4 p.m. Give or take.
Wait, a spare 8 on the end. I'm not even close. Okay. All right, I got to verify that then in that case. Okay.
Douglas 7, not the start he wants. Hit a 198 his first 2. Jerry takes an 8.
7 versus 8. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need a score confirmation. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll get that in just a minute.
1, 4, 7, 9, 10. Let me know if you can't. Otherwise, we can get another streamer to do it.
I'll get it 1 moment.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Chat's saying I completely missed a Winchell spare at the end there, so yikes. 2, 7, 9, and 10 for Scott Douglas.
I'll take a picture for you.
Thank you. Yeah, just a picture of that official score sheet, if you please. That's all I need, not the transparencies. Oh, Dunn gets denied. So actually, it's a 1-mark total by my count. But either way, we're set up for a good one going down the stretch. I said for the millionth time I was going to give 2 points to Maria Subs. Ding, there it is. Acknowledging it more so. Scott takes 8 and Dunn takes 9. That looks like Cody Bork down there, if I had to guess. Yep. So he comes in. Now in the 2 spot. A+ Accounting loves to change up their lineup and see what pieces work, who's hot, who's not, and just not make anyone suffer. They just want to. I'll have to ask Todd Harrison his philosophy on that, but I know Paul's interviewed him before, but obviously a very aggressive substitution policy is one way you can describe it.
Maria's won it 596 to 552. They lead the match by 10, 1180 to 1170. They win the string. They get 6 points. 6 points they could desperately use to stay alive on the final day tomorrow.
That didn't sound like what I had. Would you mind saying it again?
Yep. They have 596 to 552.
That's correct.
And they lost the first by.
Oh, so it's 10, and Maria sets at 10.
Maria's up by 10 after 2.
And now up by 2 in the string. Yes, I got it right now. Thank you. And Chad helped.
You're a genius.
We are co-creating Candlepin content.
Genius. Brilliant.
7-pin cluster, and Cody Bork is in the land of misery right now. Valley of unhappiness as he stares down another 7-pin cluster. There it is. Oh, no, in a 5-box here. Oh, Todd, I thought you were just rooting for Maria's. Maria, sub. But I don't think that's at all what you're saying, though, based on what you just said there. Guys, where are the results for round 8? That's on the Fairlanes Bowling Facebook page. Paul's reciting it as often as possible, of course, as well. But in the hopes you have a Facebook account, well, Yeah, listen, I get it. Facebook's a complicated thing to want people to have, but it is where the standings are at the moment right there, so in this instant in time. 4 horsemen and the 10 pin for Bork. Trying to find the page they're found on. Tim Douglas, 19 box, and another spare. They're at facebook.com/Fairlanes.bullet. Oh, man. We have all been that bowler. It does not matter who you are. I remember losing a league match where I just literally could not hit a single third ball. That's the 9. That's important. And I just remember my team losing by 1 pin, and I felt like the biggest jerk on the lanes the whole time. But all you can do at that point is just set it and forget it and move on to the next one. 277 of you watching. We've got a good one here. Match number 9. As we've skewed our cameras to the left from high up here at the DJ booth. I had a feeling I knew what you were talking about, but yeah. I can be slow, though. Sean Baker, a 289 duo, and he's got a 5 and 7. Is the man ever going to be bad at this? And that's simultaneously the terrifying and beautiful thing. The fact that these guys are so good at the game for so long. And yet, all the time in the world exists to get good, and consider all the youth, including the Championship Academy Lanes team. It's a team that spans generation, but the kids are all right, I tell you what. Brian Fuller Jr. used to be on the Academy Lanes team and has won a championship with them, in fact. Oh, push down. There goes the 7 pin. Yes. A spare there and a 10. Cody needs a couple shots to loosen up. Well, there you go. What's one of the most surprising aspects of Candlepin rules, and I think that's been a rule for decades and decades and decades of this sport, originally invented in 1885. There is absolutely no practice to be taken by a bowler while involved in a string or in a roll-off. The penalty is a forfeit of the entire string. I think it's considered the string is forfeit, so you get a 0 for that bowler's string, if I'm understanding the rule correctly, but it is an extremely harsh and strict penalty. You are not allowed to shoot balls on another warm-up lane, not the dozen next door here at Fairlanes, nowhere. If you are in the string, you bowl on the lane you're on. Warm-ups are done. Your next shots count. Never have I ever seen that rule be enforced, probably because no one is silly enough to try and chance it. Gorkum fills 5 on a spare fill. 13 pins for Maria's to start out. Not everyone has spoken in this first string. Baker, Mr. Caleri, I presume. Nope. Tom Caleri, one of the more eccentric bowlers out of Massachusetts. I think that was a Men's Worlds reference as well, where he just kept leaving the leave over and over and over. Bundle of 5. Oh, not into the back bin. I'll have to see where the ball went on that one. That's what I'm most curious about. That was a head pin hit. What am I talking about? Baker, well done to complete the 10. Back-to-back 10s. Sean Baker has still not left a pin on the plate since box 3 of the last one. He has had 10 consecutive perfect boxes. Now, where did Corkum's ball go? It was a great effort on the spare. This is just a instructional thing. And it deflected off to the left, so the ball hard deflected to the left. Who have we here? Nate LeBlanc? Je pense oui. 1, 3, 6, and 7. And nothing to the 7 pin. LeBlanc split 3, 6, 6. And that's a nice shot there. A 3-in-1 conversion. A+ accounting needed a spark like that. Fuller a nice and simple 10 to coast in with. But take a look at this. The 3, 4, 6, and 10. And with his left to right ball, so difficult to dial it in, and he did very well. Fuller does the same thing, gliding left to right ball. Unfortunately, it's gone away. It's not the fastest one, but it is an effective one. 3, 5, 6, and 7 for LeBlanc. 16 box for one of the many former singles champions on this A+ team. And Fuller Jr. has picked up the 6-pack. Cracks it open. Just 2 pins taken out. Just another example of the Americans being reminded just because you went one border next door doesn't mean you're in the same country. Looked around at the liquor store. Oh, they're all singles. Who knew? Whoa! Casual 6-7. Okay. Nate LeBlanc, 26 for the pair. What are you doing? Are you showing off? That was extraordinary. He's looking at the ball return, actually. Incredible cut shot just for a measly little pin. Two pins, 2 balls. Maria subs in the string. Zach, you've seen that happen. Wow. And they forfeited the string. I assume the match points. So does the pinfall get forfeited? So what actually happens in that situation? Because what happens next is not entirely clear. Is the pinfall bankrupted or for the player or team, or is it just the match points involved, like the 2 we have here for string and 2 for total, are those forfeit? Or just the 2 for string in this case? That's an interesting one. It feels like there's a lot of oral tradition in the rules, especially considering how old that rule is, that maybe has been lost to the sands of time that people just assume is taken for granted. 2-7. Just wide. In thinking of one of the Candlepin Bowling Network shorts we just posted, where Jimbo Ayotte had a 4-pin suddenly spin around to become a 7-pin wildly. It got knocked down and got up again, which was a downed pin. 9 box and 9 for each. And it was a pin that became another one, which is considered a down pin by, overwhelming pro consensus. Everyone considers it that because the text of the rule says a pin felled and caused to stand up again shall be judged as down and as playable as live wood. But the somersaulting pin rule used to be a thing where if the pin was somersaulted and on the same ball it gets knocked down and goes back up, or the pin turns over like it did in Danny Harris in the Pro Series, causing a flight of loud geese to fly overhead. You know what I mean if you've seen it. In that case, the rule used to be that was not a downed pin. But nowadays, everyone considers a pin that was down and now is up to count. Diamond not made, allowing Harnett to take a single here and cut this to a 1-pin string.
Update, Greg, on scores. We'll go with the update standings for 2 strings in the final round today. Stars and Strikes down 4-0 to Wreck and Roll. Wreck and Roll wins the second, 552 to 538. They won the first by 14. Still close with Stars and Strikes for 4 points. Scar Parks for Stars and Strikes at 123. Excuse me. Yves Boudreau again leads the team 128. Brad Stewart 121.
By the way, 3 marks to 3 in that last pair of boxes. Maria subs leading by a bit here.
2 in the string, 12 in the match. Other scores, Drywall Concepts doing their job. They've won the first 2 over Graffin Flooring. A 126 from Mark Weber, 125. For somebody, they didn't put the name down. Where is it? Oh, here it is. They put it on the side. Get to that in a second here. Austin Barnes got a 125, okay. And then for Graffin Flooring, led by 130 30 by Ryan Oval Southwood, a 131 first. 4-0.
Strike! Scott Douglas hammers here, and I tell you, in a match of a drift leadoffs with a pinning on both sides, Scott Douglas has had some dandies here. Jack mark gone, and Dunn responds with a mark.
Check this out here, Greg. Fenway Academy, Canada 5.
Response.
Fenway 609, 601 in the first. Second one, Canada 5, 558, 555. A tight one there. A 5-pin lead for Fenway going the third string. A 121 for Joe Smith and Tim Jammin Jalbert. For Canada 5, a 123 for Mark O'Loughlin.
Six out for Dunn. 1, 2, 6, and 10 for Douglas. So your interpretation, Zach, is they'd lose a string, and in this format you would lose 4 points if you threw an illegal active string.
Central Park Lanes won the first, 580, 560 over Outlaw Rides. Outlaw Rides wins it big in the second, 653 to 594, 2 points apiece. Matt Buffalo Nichols a 145 for CPL. Outlaw Rides a 129 from Adam Melanson, 123 Andy Babineau, 129 Brandon Roma. But how about Grady Wood? A 129 first, a 158 second for Outlaw Rides, 2 points apiece.
For the out, 9 for Dunn, and 8, 9, or 10 for Douglas.
Avon Valley Lanes in trouble now. They lose 647, 531. A good second string, 607, but they lose with a 637. Academy Lanes, who continues to roll. Josh Daly a 148. Aaron Awesome Fontaine a 144. A 130 for Sean Taylor. For the defending champions. Matt Pickram a 138. Chris Curry a 123. Sam Duguay a 122 for Avon Valley Lanes. Now in trouble for the playoffs. Harry's also has won their first two against Spike's Chimney, putting Spike's Chimney's play of chance on thin ice. A 130 for Matt Rich, a 122 for Dan Esdale, a 117 for Matt Purdy led Spike's Chimney.
Tim Douglas on back-to-back marks here. Pinning gap is totally closed up. A-plus accounting is still averaging more than 9 in each of their no-mark frames, though. But the pinning gap is closed to 14. And Maria Subs leads the match by more. Triangle 6 for Douglas.
I think Douglas brothers Chris Jones the future of this Maria Subs team if they stay together.
Crossover side.
Able Evolve Realty hangs on the first, 621-16 over Bayers Row Bolorama. They win the second by 16, 590, 574, up 4-0. A 132 from Ryan Cox, a 145 from Lucas Nickerson. For Bayers Row Bolorama, Wendell Duguay a 133, Steve Colbert a 122. That's a close match, though. It is 19-2 for Able Evolve Realty, up 4-0 on Bayers Row Bolorama.
Triangle nearly taken out by Tim Douglas here. Just want to diagnose what went wrong here. I was going left to right. Doucette is now in the match, I'm noticing. He swapped out for Cody Bork. And the ball just kept going.
Team USA won the first 530, Mass H beat Team USA 543, 535 by 8. Team USA comes storming back 620 to 546 to tie at 2 points apiece. A 132 from Sean Sears, 130 from Al Kessick. Jeff Walsh, the Bulldogs, a 123. Justin Lanes, JT, a 120. Looks like is that a 154? For Troy Fournier, or is that a 134?
So 154, well, this is wild.
Yeah.
Doucette does not get the split here. 54 minus 24 is 30, 36, 37, 46, 546. There you go.
Okay, good for him.
Triangle. Oh, no, and Douglas found a new way to not pick up the triangle. Again on his object and again foiled.
2 points apiece now. Kingswood Bulletproof. What a wild finish that was. Justin Jones came up big down the stretch. They lost the first 566, 560 to Birch Hill Siding. They win down the stretch in the second, 580 to 560. They're up 14 going to the third string tie, 2 apiece.
Tim Douglas has now lost both his coin flip to triangles. Ask his teammate John Winchell how he feels about it. I think the wood took his ball away. And again, I'm not trying to shame him for the misses. This is just, they're very good efforts at it. And yes, the ball deflects away because of the wood. It was another commonality. Dave Godwin is Jimbo Ayot's teammate, and he had a replacing pin crazy video on Mike Sweeney's channel, Wolfman12395. Wolfman12395. Treasure trove of classic Candlepin bowling clips in the United States. Also, may I recommend Sean Benoit for classic Canadian Candlepin TV shows. Sean Benoit, Benoit.
New England Flooring beat Oakland Park the first two. They won the second 557 to 520. They're up 4 points to none in a desperate spot for the playoffs. Aaron St. Cyr, the Rockstar, 131. Ed Woodside, 123 for New England Flooring. Oakland Park, 117 for Jason Kaler.
11 pins for Maria Subs in this string, 21 in the match. Corkum wants one back. He's been a steady source of marks, and he gets it. Just give him a second. He's got you, no problem. He gets a mark here, and he's pin perfect through 3.
All right, a couple more, Greg. Extra lucky strike.
Actually, sorry to stop you there. Baker's on a pin perfect stream. He's got 10 in a row perfect. Oh, not quite. Oh, $9. Boo.
Sorry.
He had 10 in a row that were pin perfect, and he's finally left a pin standing.
Extra Lanes lucky strike, second seed behind Academy Lanes. They'll play each other tomorrow, the last match. In the fight for first place in 2-round bye to the semifinals. They win 6-11 to 553 on the Hatchetmen, up 4-0, commanding lead in total. A 140 from Jimbo Ayot, a 138 from Nick Leach. Hatchman Dimitri Dellis had Mark Gallagher. Mark Gallagher, good for him. A 139. Mark Gallagher, 139 for the Hatchetmen. And that is it for scores. Now,
Corkum looking to spill them all. It's 10. 8 plus accounting leads the string. Baker has the right of reply, but is off target on ball 1. The extra bonus coming in. Justin Corkum has thrown 1, 2. I want to say those are all his 3 strikes, I do believe. I think he's been in from the start. Baker gets his head pin, but now has to chip a triangle.
Drywall Concepts up to date through 2 strings here, round 3 of 3 today. 50 points. Fenway Academy, 47 points. Canada 5, 44 points. 43 for Kingswood Bulletproof. A+, 42, the top 5. A distant second from the playoffs. 5th, 6th, and 7th. 32 for Birchall's Siding. 32 for Maria Subs. 32 for Team USA. Still have an outside chance. We'll need some wins and some help.
Nate LeBlanc and Brian Fuller Jr. now up 2 pins and the extra for Maria Subs. In fact, the total is now in doubt as well.
Academy leads 64-2. Lucky strike, extra lanes.
64-2.
66-2. Extra lanes 7 behind. Lucky strike 59-9. So they'll have to win all 8. If they win outright and Academy wins outright, they'll take all 8 tomorrow in the last match of the day. Outlaw Rides, 48 points, sitting in 3rd. Able Evolve Realty at 40 points. Central Park Lanes in 5th at 34 and 34. Right behind Bayers Roll Bolorama, 31 points. 3 behind CPL for that last spot. Spike's Chimney, as bad as it's been, still have a chance. 6 out of the playoff spot. Avalon Valley Lanes, as bad as it's been today, they are 9 behind, still have time. New England Flooring have 26 actually, a little bit closer, 8 behind. And the Hatchman, believe it or not, are not mathematically out yet. But we need to win outright pretty much and get some help.
Hey, Paul, Justin Corkum reminds me of one of those water guns you need to pump up to get the pressure up.
It's more like a paint dry machine. Greg Gouillart on the call. Paul Grant live. We're at Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. 2025 ICA World Championships team competition. Match 9 of 11. 2 rounds tomorrow. 9 o'clock Atlantic local. 8 o'clock Eastern time. 9:30 for our great friends in Newfoundland. Playoffs to follow. The 3rd match of the day. Quarters, semis, and finals on Saturday. Same time, same bat channel.
Once again, Justin Corkum is not the solitary reason pace of play is an issue. 7-9-10. Not taken by LeBlanc, who's pinned perfect for the first 3.
The sarcasm from Greg Gouillart.
3-5-6. Well, I'm serious about that. He's not the only reason.
I know.
Fuller Jr. gets the triangle. A little ball missed the triangle at the last frame, so a swing to Maria's. 10 here, all the pins, 46 through 4.
They're up 2 in the string, 12 in the match. Mark situation, 2 marks for A+, 1 for Maria Subs from Situate, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
First time I called the match, I said Saugus Mask. I used to work for CBS after 31 years at Radio Shack, and I thought there was Maria Subs and Saugus. So I said Maria Subs and Saugus. I didn't know any better. I didn't get any information. I just thought, who else would have Maria Subs? And sure enough, they're in Situate. Oops. Didn't get the memo.
All the points on the line here. Drew Steele, good to see you.
I'm sure Maria Subs and Saugus love the plug.
Arnett 8 Phil, Winchell splats into the head pin. What busts it up and gets the 3-6.
Final string of the final round today. Some good matches, some good strings today as well. That's the skee ball shot on the right side. Go over the 50 and the 100 to our right there.
I know how to bank it off that side wall.
No points.
These guys do too. Can Harnett get the ball bounce? Wow, went right side on it.
Come on, Matt, you got to hit something. He's a funny guy.
Yes, Winchell picks that up. And Maria Subs virtually ties the string. Harnett 9.
Maria Subs ran into a red-hot Birch Hill Sun who swept them to hurt their playoff chances. 6 points, pretty much a must, you'd think.
Eric from Nova Scotia, good to see you. Harnett takes out 3. Winchell, spare Phil, down the middle again. Ball just keeps driving on through.
Maria Subs has Kingswood Bulletproof tomorrow morning, the first match on lanes 1 and 2. Grafton Flooring after that.
Arnett from left to right. It's interesting. Bob Lee's obsessed with speeds. I'm obsessed with ball entry angles. Who's right? Probably with our powers combined.
I'm obsessed with lemon drops. A plus
103,000 don't lie.
Hey, I make no apologies for it. I found it up a great cause.
103,000 USD. 103,500. 1.8 and that's $9. That's an all-time singer. I'm sorry.
A plus accounting themselves has Birchall's siding and Grafton. I'm sorry, tomorrow they have Drywall Consulate and Kingswood. So A plus, not a guarantee. So if Maria Subs gets 6, they've got a shot still at the playoffs, that final spot.
By the way, watch Winchell's ball as it just gets nestled in the 135 and it gets stuck in jail there, and that's why it really doesn't deflect much.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Yeah, well, after 3 knocks, it finally gets out, and 3 marks to 2 in A plus accounting in that last pair of boxes.
Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. You know that song?
Not a
Tony
clue.
Orlando and Don. I'm Casey Kasem. This is American Top 40.
Anyone?
Come on, Tony Orlando and Don. That's a big hit.
Yeah, you're doing an overseas show. Jerry Dunn strike.
Dun, dun, dun. Angel, meet me in the morning. Twice on the pipe.
Scott Douglas, 6 down, 4 to go. Does very well on that second ball.
Any Tony Orlando and Don fans out there?
And the ball will take out the 4-7 for a 8 box.
He had his own variety. They had a variety show at one time, too, in the 70s. Those were big hits back then, variety shows. But the reality shows they have now.
Reality, sure.
Including Rona Martin's Laughing. Very interesting. Artie Thompson.
My favorite reality show, one of my favorites of all time, is Canada's Worst Driver. Andrew Younghusband needs to bring that show back. Even if he doesn't present, I don't care. It's one of the best shows ever, one of the most wholesome shows ever. Like, why do people suck at driving? It's not just because they're bad. Scott Douglas 1, 4, 5, and 7. They really jumped the shark when they went down the millennials suck trope, but other than that, they really, I think, hit the wholesome human element perfectly. Bring it back to Discovery. Oh, no 7 pin for Douglas.
Jerry Dunn filling the back half of the strike. In a tight string, in a tight match. Tied right now, pending this fill.
Yeah, the strike fill decides the lead. It is missed, so it's 5.
57 half break for Maria Subs. A plus up 5 in the string. Maria's up 5 in the match. 1 mark for each side now.
Takes a 10 box. Don't give it all away now. Oh, it's 6, so it's down to 1 just like that.
And now it's a 1-pin lead for A+ account the string. Maria's up 9 in the match. Maria's really need the points more so than A+. But A+ doesn't think that either. They want to get them all. They want 8 points, or 6 points. They lost the second. They won the first.
We need some Bob and Doug McKenzie brothers commentary. Didn't Bob retire? I don't want to retire yet. Karen says, I love Tony Orlando and Dawn. Tie a yellow ribbon around the old
That's
oak
right.
tree.
That another hit they had. They had a few hits. That's #1 song.
Tim Douglas has had 3 headpin hits in this last one.
There's a banana split. Where's Casey McCool? Always hungry, always growling out of Lakeside Lanes. Is Casey still out there?
Here's Doucette with a 6-10. Boy, does number 2 need to get going for A+ accounting. They've tried a lot of bowlers in this spot and haven't had a whole lot of success. It's been hit and miss. Douglas. Yikes, just goes into the 2-4-7. And the 6-10 is covered. A+ accounting now ahead in the string. Trying to nip away a total. Timmy, the safe way is to the 6-10, just off target for an 8.
We're on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, the ESPN of Candlepin Bowling. We cover all the classes all the time, everywhere.
And all the pin sweeper advertisements. You're welcome, Case Depot.
Hit the bell icon on YouTube after you subscribe. It's free for live notifications. Over 2,300 videos in climbing, over 5,200 subscribers in climbing. Join in for free. High definition, Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Like and follow us on Facebook as well.
6 pins for Tim Douglas. 2, 4, 6, and 7. Down the 3-9 hole, and Doucette gets a 43 half.
A deuce for Doucette.
He just got here, but just got back into the game, I should say. But alas, 43 half is not what A+ accounting is after. Whoa, 4, 7, 6 taken out. That's one way. Tim's upset he missed that one. The caliber of these bowlers, I tell you. Their expectation. Doucette, I'm guessing the ball passed through the gap there, and the headpin passed perfectly between the 3 and the 5.
That's
the
why
2 and the 5.
That's why I hate the half Worcester. It always happened to me. We're putting the bunny hole.
You can see that dastardly gap there.
Without Muttley.
10 box. Doucette needs an out, or Maria Subs takes the lead, in fact. Just one. It's a tie ball game.
257 square. The lead is 10 in the match for Maria Subs, fighting hard for 6 points to stay in contention for a playoff spot tomorrow. And it won't be easy tomorrow. Drywall Concepts, #1 seed in Birch Hill Siding. I'm sorry. They played Kingswood. They played Birch Hill today. Lost 8. Wrong score sheet here. Kingswood bulletproof on lanes 1 and 2 tomorrow. And Grafton flooring the last match for Maria's. A+ has Drywall Concepts and Kingswood. 2 playoff teams as of right now. Anything can happen in the wild Fridays here.
Gorkum on a strike fill. Deals into the head pin, and he's got a double strike.
After a spare. Perfect string. Spare 5, 10, spare, strike. 75 plus bonus balls to half. Bad news for Maria Subs.
Baker has the blank available, goes for a piece of the head pin as well. Good shot for 10. And here's Justin Gorkum making a difference.
He doesn't show any emotion, does he?
A massive moment for A+ accounting and a great victory for pace of play. 3, 9, and 7. And Dave Chestercove's favor, the 1, 2, 4, 8, and the 6, 10.
We need a 9-pin Worlds for Justin Corkum. Imagine running 9-pin Worlds. That'd be something, wouldn't it? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I'd go crazy. All Davis.
9-pin Worlds, I guess. Yeah. But then it's less bowling. That's the counterpoint. Still they roll. Still they fall. They're still going. It's not going to triple up. But Justin Corkum is 28 in the fourth.
73 through 4, 83 plus in this fifth.
Baker, oh, what a bid, but no.
Did Baker have a spare or was that a 10?
It should have been. And did you see handwriting after he threw the first ball?
He may have missed it.
No, he missed the head pin twice.
Okay. I was zoned out. I was looking at other scores.
1-6. Just why the fill remains 8 for a 91 half for Corkum. There's a 10 box for Baker. I'll coordinate with you a second, Nico.
Pretty good pitting. 3 10s,
The
4 10s in the string. 57 without a mark. Pretty good through 6, but they need marks.
The fans want to know as well, and it'll be 8, so not yet to 100. Sorry, you'll have to wait till the 7th box. 99 through 6. 39 over already.
A plus leads the string by 24. Now they lead the match by 14.
LeBlanc and Fuller. Yeah, we'll have the standings and schedule. We'll keep it updated on Candlepin Bowling Network one way or another.
We'll put a post on. Well, I'll wait for the printout tonight before we leave, and we'll put that up on Candlepin Chat.
We got some talking to do at the lodging. We always do. A little conference. LeBlanc's turn at this one. It's pretty when it goes. Fuller Jr., the 7-pin. Wide on the corner pin. A plus accounting ahead on both fronts thanks to the power of the double strike. 4, 6, 8, and 10 for LeBlanc. There's a 9 box, and LeBlanc hits Le Rouge for a 10 box. No Rouge is in the CFL, but we'll go with that anyway. He hit the red line. If I laid it on too thick. Two, 4, 5, 8, 10. 4 horsemen for LeBlanc, who still guys all his pins down. Fuller Jr. only just lost one with that 9 box. Whoa, cut shot. 2, 4, 10. Doesn't take out the 5, 8. Horseman try. It's good. LeBlanc stays pin perfect to the first 6. And now has another mark. And A plus accounting now solidifying the advantage that could deliver them a 6-2. Fuller Jr. still only 1 pin left. What I'm most interested in is why Fuller's bid didn't go. Ball didn't stick around, but I mean, it has to be a glancing blow there. What else is a man to do in that situation? Head pin. Winchell wants to be on that 1-3 side, but it just didn't go through. Harnett, what's rolling, and he strikes. 3 pins swept away. A plus getting the bounces again. It's a good ball, and the results delivered. Winchell can possibly get this. Redline doesn't take the 5. It doesn't take the 10, rather. But that's where it is. Winchell, all his head pins in this half, by the way. You see the yellow bricks for head pin hits and red bricks for head pin splits. Not standard Candlepin notation, but there you go.
Lucky strike set up to sweep. Lucky strike set up to sweep. Academy in a slightly tighter one, but still looking at 8 as well.
Excellent's going to take a sweep. Academy lane's tight to the 3rd, but looking like a sweep for them too.
9 box for Winchell at the half, 54 at the half. How much French do I know? Un petit peu.
They will put Exeter at 63-9. He's still in second place.
Right down Mountain Road. Spread eagle for Winchell.
If it's in Division 1, they'd have the first seed easily, or close to it.
A depressing leave or a lucrative one, depending on how you look at it. $25 for a clean spread eagle made on our featured lanes. Spread eagle for a spare without wood. And only the spread eagle. That's out of the gutter. I think it will be -1 pin.
Yes.
We'll see.
Yes.
We'll check the official scores here. Harnett can muster only a 6 fill out of this. Had the horseman available but couldn't run it. There was an 8 pin back there too, but wanted that 9 count. Winchell, that's more like it. He's got an 8 box and solves most of the pinning woes.
That was a 7.
Oh, duh.
I do that all the time. I say this. I'm just when I forget about it afterwards.
You know what I need to do? I need a little thing like I do this.
F,
and then
an
I
F button foul.
Yeah.
The pin was disqualified.
Hey, easy with the F word there.
No, I don't swear. I don't
No,
swear.
no,
I
no.
swear I don't swear.
No,
I swear.
No. Not like that.
F, like they put F in the thing, foul on the scoreboards. That's what I meant.
Exactly. 344 to 321. So Mitchell should have 61 through 6, and we'll go back to the top. I'll grab these binoculars just in case. And then we'll go over to Jerry Dunn. So start the block 7 and 8. Nico, you did not spell wee-wee correctly at all. Unless it's like little piggy goes wee all the way home. That 9 pin might be headed there next if Scott Douglas can dial in. 344 and a bonus ball. A-plus accounting now stacking up advantages. 10 marks to 6, 11 marks to 6 really for A-plus. They've filled 7.4 on their marks in this string. 7.4 average fill on their marks in this string. Dunn in danger of losing some pins here again. There is a 9 pin. Scott's had a very up and down string, but he's nailed this for a spare, keeping Maria's subs around. His brother Tim looking up at the scoreboard. Jerry Dunn is ready to move on to the next one.
Back-to-back 6s after a strike 5.
4 pins and a mark gained for Maria subs.
1 spare for each side. 19-pin lead in the string. 9 in the match for A-plus accounting.
And Maria subs was markless in that 5th and 6th box to the 5 that A-plus had, so there we go. Nico, I'll tell you one thing. I've given up completely on figuring out the left division. That's for sure. Thank you, Dave, for the kind words. You can kind of see this is the pacing myself voice I've put on here, but we love doing it. Done. 3, 4, 6, and 7. 6 down. Scotty. Head pin. Gets the 7 to tip. 8 down.
7's a wild. 7, 7, 7. 77 through 7 here in the third.
Adverse break the 3-6. He throws left to right.
Naturally, it's down to 1 for A-plus, but they got an extra hit still.
Dunn overthrown. He'll need an out.
Don't say again 3 6s in a row. Hopefully you see that from Jerry Dunn.
Yes, 2-pinner goes. And what was a 3-mark A-plus lead in the string, now 3 pins again gained. So Scott Douglas, all told, has gained 3 marks, 2 for the ones he's gotten, and another for the pinning opposite.
He had to get that bad string out of the way in the first, looks like.
Did he ever? I mean, he limps his way into the 310s as it stands right now, but this is why every single box down the stretch, it does not matter what you did before. They need that ball now. They need this mark now.
Now Maria's up 2 in the match, down 8 in the string. 6 points on the line.
Anything that happened before you hit that reset button does not matter when the problems are all in front of you. 5 pin. Boy, at least the plank's there for Doucette. 3, 4, and 6 for Douglas, so A-plus accounting the chance to tilt the match back in their favor.
Tight, tight, tight. Tight, tight, tight here in the third.
This is wild, and I have to check the pinning gap again. Trivial cover there, Doucette marking the 7th. Douglas does not. Good try at it.
Now it's 2 marks to 1 for A+ accounting.
Well pinned by Douglas for the 10. So again, that pinning mattering now. Marias has given up 14 fewer pins in terms of pins left standing now. Pinning gap in this match, guess what? Remember when it was 28 in favor of A+ accounting in favor of them? The pinning is now 3 in favor of A+ accounting in terms of total. A+ still leads essentially by that amount, so the pinning is everything here as the marks are dead even, 20 aside. So it is still anybody's guess where these factors are all going to land by the end of it. Spread eagle Doucette on the fill.
2 fill, 2 boxes to go now, a 4, a 5 wrapped between. That's brutal.
2 pin and the 6 pin. I was happy to see the extra go, I suppose.
62 through 7 for Doucette.
This is a wacky string. I'm trying to remember the last time I've seen pinning close up this much and this momentum seesaw this much as well. It's a match that's not going to, shatter 1800 levels, but it's so intriguing all the same.
Doucette, another object hit, nothing to show for it.
Douglas, nothing doing with the wood.
That was a skee ball shot going with a 50 to 100, no points.
Did they put plywood in your skee ball machine? I'm confused.
Oh, you go for the 50 to 100 up high, you try to hit it real hard.
Oh, yeah.
And it bounces to the top and you get it bounce to the side, no points.
Yes. But the pinning, again, look at this. The pinning is tied in the match now. Each side has left, if I'm counting correctly, 105 pins on the plate. I can't believe that. That is extraordinary.
Maria Subs leads the string by 1. A+ accounting leads the match by 9. How close can you get?
I can't believe that.
I can't believe it's not butter.
That percentage has been slightly higher on Maria's sub side, in fact, if I'm counting this correctly. Here's Corkum. A chance to go 400 just with pinning alone. He needs at least a 10 somewhere along the line, or he could just hammer these and he's got a plank to turn in. So effective for a guy who somehow only has 1 championship on a team stacked with several. Baker the half Worcester. A lucky strike for a while, if memory serves, he was a champion with them. Yes, he should. I'm trying to remember the Alley Chat broadcast, Alley Chat on YouTube. I'm fairly sure he was. That was when they won it at Lakeside. Corkum celebrated with his family on these very lanes, or the pair to his right anyway. After that thrilling victory, he covers for the spare. Baker, what a bid, but the 5 goes the wrong way. How about this? So A+ accounting with the 15 boxes remaining. Yeah, it's not going to be 1800, but still.
Baker gets a ricochet for a 10.
All right.
3 10s in a row, 67 through 7. For them, the 167 he got in the first may save Maria Subs potentially to win total. Right now they're down 9 in the match, up 1 in the string, but marks are against him 2 to 1. Still time for 4 points, the string in total and 6 overall, which they could use. And that put him 6 behind, or at least 5 behind, maybe 6 for the last playoff spot.
Corkum on 12. Gets out just 4.
113 through 7.
One of the rare times he's been off target. And Baker gets 5, guaranteeing him 360s. Very solid string. A 167 and a 122. Needs some marks, though, or he won't get his 400. This match can still teeter-totter either way. Either side is capable of going 6 and 2. And boy, would they love every single point. Maria's has had a tough day. A+ accounting would love to take the stress away as both try to get in the playoff picture. Top 5 advance. A+ on the right side of the bubble, Maria's on the wrong side. They're 10 points apart, these match points that you see here. Will the gap be 6 or 14 between these two going into the final 2 matches? We'll have the schedule for you tomorrow. We'll think about it tonight. Figure out what we want to bring you. Baker disappointed not to gain more than 1 pin. And Maria Subs is now doing better at the pinning. A sentence I never thought I would say a few hours ago.
A+ are 2 in the string, 12 in the match.
Nate LeBlanc into the head pin. Where did the ball go? I guess the ball just kept going to the left while the head pin sailed away everything to the right. 6 pin for Brian Fuller Jr.
And a bad spot for that wood.
LeBlanc trying to fight out of this split does very well, and he could keep his pin perfection going. He got a disappointing forefill, and Brian Fuller Jr. has his spare.
2 spares, none in their favor now.
Oh no, a pin left standing. 9 box for LeBlanc as he leaves his first one.
After the spare 4, 79 through 7. A+ up 5 in the string, 15 in the match. It's close to a virtual tie in total. 2 spares to none for Maria Subs. Here we go again.
Well, each side in the 4 spot has left 1 pin standing in this one. 2 marks for Maria Subs. The string is virtually tied. LeBlanc the 1-3, 7-8, 10. Head pin, Fuller Jr. has an 8-pin drop and a 2-pinner chance. After this, we'll go here.
90 through 7 for Fuller, trying to get 2 in a row.
1, 3, 7, 8, and 10. And as it goes,
Wow.
1, 3, 10, caroms it to the 8 and 7. Nate LeBlanc matches the mark of Fuller Jr. And here's Duncan MacDougall with the latest.
Couple of updates down the lane. You already heard Academy and Lucky Strike going to sweep. Drywall Concepts also taking 8 in their match. With the upset, CPL taking 4 from Outlaw Rides in a huge split for CPL to keep their playoff hopes alive. They are in control of their own destiny going down the stretch into Friday.
CPL lost 1, didn't they?
They lost 1 and total, but they took 4 off
4,
of
okay.
a really good Outlaw Rides team. So they are firmly in the playoff picture now.
They're at 30,
on this right side.
They're at 36 and 36.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of the match.
Outlaw Rides
Can you click
15 and
that off?
20, locked in 3rd.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Both sides. Hey, the 9-3-6 takeout. Arnett takes out a different side saddle triangle. And now he's got a meme leave. The 6-pin and the 7-pin. Winchell will push a pin. Who knows? Any singular pin could make the difference. Arnett's certainly not going to take both. Wow, he really tried to put a bid on that, I think. Tailed over to the right side, and he takes an 8. Winchell now can pick up a couple. Never makes it to the head pin. He's got 9. So easy when you're not the one on the lane. If you ever get down to the lanes, we have the towering view over here. But when it's just you, 60 feet away from the pins, and a world caliber opponent to your side, how would you handle the pressure?
High pressure.
4 pins taken out. The 6-pack. All the drinks come in singles here, at least in the store we went to. John Winchell, a bundle of 5. 10-pinners would call the diamond a bucket. Apparently, some Canadians call this the bucket. Okay. The 936 taken out, that's right. 936 Mountain Road, Fairlanes Bowling Center, Moncton, New Brunswick. At the indicators backwards here. Winchell, oh, trying to bounce back, did not. Pinning issue mostly resolved on this one. 6 pins minus a mark for A-plus accounting in the string. Maria's subs. Appears to be free rolling for a 6-2. We'll see. Is it somehow still going to end up 4-4 or something in between? 10 for Harnett. This is going to be a lot of math here. I got to put this down. I'm going to try and figure this out. 9 for Winchell, and I'm going to go score check, or so help me, because I really want to get this right.
Unofficially, 438, 431. A-plus accounting of 7 in the string. Maria subs up 3 in the match. $10 to go. The final round today. 2 more qualifiers tomorrow. The playoffs start. A third match tomorrow around 4 p.m. local time, give or take. And then 3 matches on Saturday, quarters, semis, and finals right here on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Please tell your friends and family to subscribe. Why not? It's free. Videos forever on YouTube in high definition. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Like and follow us on Facebook as well.
Oh, man, I'm late. Scott Douglas got a 7 fill, I see. All righty. 94 through 8. And we have a virtual tie in the string. Misses the leave. But this 3-1 split opposite for Dunn. Nigh impossible. Sorry if I was stepping on anything you said.
No, you're fine.
Maybe the wood catapults back for it. It did take out the 3, but not the 2. That was exactly what Dunn wanted to do. He just misplayed it.
The string is tied. The match is 10 from Maria subs.
Hold on. Let it. 8 box and 10, I do believe. I'll have to check in a second, sorry. That was a bad time for the monitor to malfunction on me. I think it was 8 and 10. And I'll confirm the rest for you.
He gives A-plus a 2-pin lead. Maria subs up 8 in the match.
Look
9
at-
blocks to go.
Look at this one. Didn't we just have this? Is the record skipping? 1, 2, 10. Done! 10 pin. Oh, for sure that was going. Nope, not going this time either. Lefties love to aim at this 10 pin. That's good. In the face, Jerry Dunn. Not a string he'll hang on the refrigerator, but that's a great mark there, the third one.
A-plus takes the lead in the mark department, 2 spares to 1.
And it'll be a 9 box.
458, 455. A-plus up 3 in the string, down 7 in the match.
Everything's confirmed.
And Duncan try to push the lead double digits here in the string. We'll put the flex schedule out in Candlepin chat later tonight, a couple hours or so from now, give or take. We'll discuss who's in the running and the best match to call between lanes 11 and 16.
This should be an A-plus lead at this point. The Phillies 10. Jerry Dunn 106.
Not his best string, a couple of 6s and 7 in a row, but a nice finish nonetheless. A 13-pin lead in the string. They're up 3 in the match and 1 spare for each side. Now it's down to the final 8 boxes. Tornado Tim Douglas, spare 9, spare 7 to start. Nothing since.
Just find a way.
Like you said, a spare 2, a spare 4, 5, and 6 included in the string. 68.
Douglas is still spilling, then the wood's coming back for the 7, and it just keeps on going. Like Paul Grant's a resident Energizer bunny. 101 and a ball through 9.
2 marks to 1 right now for Rios.
2 set down the middle. 3, 6, 7, 10. Does he have the cut for this? The wood to the left of this, to the right of the 7 assists. Can he put it there? This is one way. Deadened up the pin action. He wanted the cut on the 3, obviously. Does well to get those pins.
You don't see a score like this from Blake DeSette very often, do you?
He gets a 10.
First 10 of the string, 78 through 9.
Remember, Cody Bork was the predecessor in this slot, a slot that's not likely to escape 80.
You
Or
have a
escape
virtual,
90.
It's close to a virtual tie. A-plus has the lead in the match by 13. They're up 3 in the string, but minus a mark.
A-plus Accounting is very unhappy with these 80-somethings there. They had hung an 89 last string. It's holding them back. Maria Subs took 2 points last time it happened. Douglas double strikes. Oh, my goodness.
And that could save Maria Subs. Tornado time.
Doucette trying to respond. That marker's going to do him pretty well. But Tim Douglas has given Maria Subs the lead on both fronts. Even if Doucette covers here, this should. Blank is there. Red line, no.
Oh, it's a huge, huge break for Maria Subs, fighting for their playoff lives with 2 matches to go tomorrow.
The false life preserver, a
Remember,
mirage.
They were 10 behind. Don't forget coming this match with them. That's a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. Never a good time for that in this situation. 10, 88, disappointing strength for Blake Doucette.
Strikes in 9 and 10 for Douglas. As we see here, 3 pins for A-plus Accounting on paper, but Tim Douglas about to fill possibly 20 pins worth of fills. This should tilt the match big time for Marias. If he fills it, but a devastating spread eagle. 14 in the first.
It's just wrong. 24 in the box, 115 through 9.
And now he needs more on the second one, or else the string remains a single-digit game. Last ball. Wayward, it's 6. 20 bonus pins on the 2 marks. That's quintessential Candlepin. You think you're there, and then suddenly the pins say, nuh-uh.
131 finish, 347 with the Tornado, Tim Douglas. 495, 488. Maria Subs up 7 in the string, 17 in the match. 6 boxes to go, 6 to go. Middle bowlers, Justin Corkum on fire, 119 through 8. Sean Baker, 74 through 8. But he was monstrous at first, that 167. Can help save total.
3, 4, 6, and 7.
Like the wood behind. Back to Greg.
All scores are unofficial, but I'm mostly confident I've got this correct. I was a little squirrely about one of them. Corkum has been so dialed all day long. 5, 6, 9, and 10. Baker's got wood behind. Action is subsided, but now the energy picks right back up as Sean Baker gets the 3, 4, 6, and 7. And has Maria Subs done enough to go 6 and 2? There's still 5 boxes after this.
Vintage Sean Baker, clutch after a tough string. His first mark at a good time.
He's had 5 10 boxes as well to give him the opportunity. He lost 1 mark's worth of pins in the pinning, but still it's been good overall. Corkum, can he play the wood well? Plays it high, trying to turn it, and it just doesn't go. We'll resolve A-plus Accounting score as soon as it lights up there, and then we'll see the true margin. There's a 10. Hello. That might matter. 129 through 9.
7 for Maria's in the string, 17 in the match. Baker has their team with 2 spares to 1.
So Maria Subs appears to have a 2-mark advantage. 9 there. Yes, the double strike is 24. It's 14 fill and the strike on top. That's how it's 24. I know some people just write the 24 in the box, but I like consistency.
93 through 9.
9 fill for Baker. Big-time development. And pin smashed in. Here comes Wood. Ooh, that pin was hit, and Corkum denied a chance to go striking. And the ball dropped early. I think it fell out of Baker's hand.
Not happy with that one. Doesn't miss that too often. You're not going to make them all, obviously. When it drops out of your hand, that's when it gets frustrating.
It's so easy. The littlest of differences make the biggest of differences down the lane. Corkum, who is now officially over 400. By the way, same thing with Corkum. You see, it's an 18 fill on top of the 10 implicit to the strike. That's why it's 28 there. Some people will write 28 again in that situation, but
It looks nicer, though.
Looks big. Number go up. Well, if you want big number, play the other game. 1 pin to get. Yes. Well played. The wood was no good, most likely. 139. Baker gets the pin. 392 for him. Corkum has his 400. And now it's a single-digit margin if Corkum fills big. In the string, totals looking more cozy by comparison, but you can't be too sure.
Corkum won his first title with A+ here in 2023 in that thrilling finish on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Free to subscribe, never a charge.
Academy seems invincible in the round-robin match, but I have no idea what's going to happen come playoff time. The fill is 4 on the head pin. 143 and 407 for Justin Corkum.
Maria subs up 12 in the string, 22 in the match. Each a spare for the fourth bowl is coming up. Brian Fuller Jr. on the right. On the left, Nate LeBlanc.
12 pins for Maria's subs, a mark aside. Kim Baker, a very interested observer right now. Her husband, Sean, just dumped 392. Fuller Jr., 7 more.
107 through 8.
1, 2, and 10 as LeBlanc keeps on pushing it.
They match the spare, 7 each, 96 through 8.
Fuller just wide. And LeBlanc just wide. No marks, that's fine. Maria's is fine with this right now. Fuller Jr. has the 8. And LeBlanc gains 1 with 9. Pinning in this match, by the way, is 2 in favor of A+ accounting overall.
3 marks on the board. No marks for either of the bowlers left up. Maria subs up 11 in the string, 21 in the match. They win, they get 6 points.
Maria subs has knocked down 15 more actual pins. That explains their advantage. Fuller Jr., 4 and 8. He will have a 360. Nate LeBlanc just off target, and he's got a doozy. 4 horsemen and a 9. Ooh, isn't this interesting? 11 pins. If Fuller Jr. gets this, it may be too much for Harnett to surmount. We'll see. But the wood deflects around. This is still a hard one for LeBlanc to get, but Harnett will now have 2 boxes and a chance to overtake this if John Winchell doesn't get a mark of his own. And the wood screams in front of the 9-pin. It's coming back here. The in-sloping gutters going to nestle up against it. Way too slow. 9 box. 124 and a 10. 115.
362 for Brian Fuller Jr., 319 for Nate LeBlanc. 2 blocks to go. No marks on the board. Maria subs up 10 in the string. Double to the match, 20.
All scores are unofficial, but
John
111,
Winchell
131, 1.
on the right. Matt Harnett on the left.
Here we go. Nobody's on a mark here. Winchell tipping pins over the 4, 6, and 10. All scores unofficial, but
Wow,
surely
look at
Harnett needs 2 marks, and what in the world is he to do with this one? His ball can cut the 2 into the 6, but he's going to need a lot here. Winchell's is more impossible by comparison. Nothing comes back. Show us a beauty. Ooh, he's wide.
That gives Maria subs more than likely total now.
Total is almost certainly theirs. Maria subs doing so well against the last Canadian-hosted World's Champions.
Winchell at 10, 89 through 9.
Pins for Harnett, important. He gets 9.
95 through 9. Final box. Thanks for watching. Leaders 21 in the match, 11 in the string for Maria subs. In the U.S. Invitational 2021, John Winchell picked up a 4 horseman to win it, a thriller over the Mass team, and a thrilling finish on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. In that final box, clutch bowler year in, year out.
Winchell may need a double strike here. This may be the beginning of the end. We'll see. He needs to somehow gain 11 in this final box, and now it demands a mark.
This is about a 1 in 5 chance for Harnett without Wood. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. 4 horsemen in the post. Which needs to pin well.
Well, Harnett needs the mark. Excuse me. Harnett needs the mark. 4 horsemen and a 10 pin. Worcester does not take out.
Big pins. Huge.
Getting both would shut out Harnett, interestingly. We'll see if he gets the mark. If he doesn't, it's a foregone conclusion. Totals decided. How about this one? No, 7 pin. Maria Subs takes it 6-2.
Harnett can't believe it didn't go, and Maria Subs somehow guts it out. 6 points to 2. Wow.
Let's see. Now Winchell goes for the safe pin. I would have been very well. Palisade up predetermined
98
outcome.
final string.
Who cares? There we go. They get stuck in the 550s, both of them, but Maria Subs finds a way and gets their 6 points against a formidable squad.
And that's big points. They get 6 points off A+. A+ now 42 in 30. Maria Subs 6 behind at 36 and 36. Dead even 500. They've struggled the last couple of days, but they're still in contention for a top 5 spot. Information will be on the Fairlanes Bowling Facebook page. Fairlanes Bowling, we'll get the print out here about a half an hour or so. We'll put it on Candlepin Chat, and we'll discuss who we're covering tomorrow in our live coverage is here.
A+ ended up on 5-5-7 somehow, so that's the final score. It's a 10-pin margin, and nonetheless a 6-2 victory for Maria Subs. So
You want to fix that on here at all?
not sure whose score it is, interestingly. Let's just see if I can get that real quick somehow. 688.43, let me see. 105. Matt Harnett had a 105 somehow, so I'll just give it to him.
So
there we go.
the 10-pin win for Maria Subs, 10 in the string, 20 in the match. They've got to feel relieved. They thought they're out of it coming in after that first string loss. Now they have some life after all.
And by the way, I'll just debrief the match right here. Marks were 49-48 for A+ accounting. Filling was 7.58 average fill for Maria Subs to 6.95 for A+ accounting. Pinning was 3 in favor of A+ accounting. Marks are, and then the pinning was pretty even, but in that last string, it was Maria's gained 14 pins, and that was why they won.
How many viewers here, Greg, we had? Do you know?
By the way, when viewers are probably clicking out right now because I'm just reciting stats, which is boring, but then there was, it was a pin-out victory for Maria Subs. Actually, it was exactly. So, in the third, it was a pin-out victory. Otherwise, bonuses decided it.
So just tomorrow, just so you know, the people in the contention for player, Drywall Concepts takes on A+ accounting the first match tomorrow. They play Birchhill siding after that. Fenway Academy has a favorable schedule against Wreck and Roll and Mass Age. Kingswood takes on Maria Subs and A+ accounting. That's Kingswood, that is. Bulletproof. Maria's takes on Kingswood. Lanes 1 and 2. Candlepin will have that coverage on the first match, I would think. And Grab from Flooring after that. Canada 5. Mass H and Stars and Strikes. That can favor them also. A+ accounting, Drywall, and Kingswood. Bulletproof. For the other division here, Division 2. Don't forget, Academy plays Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike must take all 8 tomorrow if they stay within the 7-point range, as they are 7 points behind right now in second place. Let's see. Tomorrow here in our division, I have it here real quick before we go.
Sure.
Let's see. Bayers Road, Bolorama. Academy Lanes the first match. Avon Valley Lanes the final match. That first one's going to be a tough one. Avon Valley Lanes, the Hatcheman, and Bayers Road, they're in trouble. Outlaw Rides, New England Floor, and Harry's All-Star, probably the easiest schedule as far as records go. But that's not a guarantee because these teams can light it up, all of them, very quickly. Spikes, Chimney, and Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass., and Oakland Park after that. Able Evolve Realty has extra lanes, Lucky Strike, and then the Hatcheman. And those are the teams pretty much in the bubble. And we know Central Park Lanes, I didn't put that on here, but they're now in the running. And they were 5th coming in now, I believe, after this shift. We'll get the standings updated on Candlepin Chat within an hour or so. So thank you very much for watching. Greg with the final conclusions, final thoughts. That's it. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart saying so long for now. Thanks for watching this great and unbelievable game of Candlepin Bowling on Candlepin Bowling Network. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Atlantic, 8 o'clock Eastern, 9:30 for our great friends in Newfoundland. Till then, so long for now.
That's my line. So long.
2023 Greg Gouillart Incorporated.
Thank you.